Hello, real kind D&D. I'm Grim Tome, and I'm going to be your your DM for today. I have taken the place of one Spec or Spectral Haunts. They are not going to be DMing this. I am. I have taken their notes. I was informed by the gallery that this was a sort of good enrichment for me. So I hope you're all ready. I have no idea what I'm doing. The gallery is walking me through this, and also Spec, who is leaning over my shoulder trying to take back over the mic. So if you are all ready, I'm going to read out the notes presented at the beginning of their document and set a little cold opening for you.
Tome?
I'm okay, my voice just changed a bit.
Tome?
Damn.
Tome, it's me, your patron. You might want to give it back to the person who actually is doing the thing.
Fine.
We can give you
my
enrichment
name is-
another time.
My name is Spec or Spectral Haunts. April Fools! Now for the actual opening. Now for the actual opening, though. A teen wanders through the forest. It is late at night, with the stars almost completely blocked out by the trees above. He leans against a tree trunk, letting his entire body relax some as he reaches into his pocket and pulls out a compass. It is worn down slightly, and the meter is having a little trouble focusing, but he is eventually able to find his way to the different directions. He closes it and continues walking forward. After a moment, though, he starts to get a sense of being watched. He stiffens slightly and looks around, trying to figure out where the possible gaze could be coming from. Then, after a moment of not seeing anything, he decides it must be his imagination. It is late, and these woods are filled with many things. He stumbles a little bit farther forward, and he starts to see an almost light in the distance. A soft glowing green. I cannot read the gallery during this. A soft glowing green. As a light shining through the tree branches. I'm sorry.
Stop looking at the gallery!
It was in the gallery!
Who's yelling?
That's what it was!
Marzi, I think that your background is causing some screaming.
No, don't worry about it.
Okay.
You don't hear screaming children.
Spookboy playing games.
Maybe. Hang on. Yeah, he's playing Roblox. Hang on.
I'm sorry, it took me out.
He hears a scream.
It's fine. It's just the 13. No, he's 14. No.
Fuck.
No.
The person.
He's 14.
How old anyone is.
He stares at the light and lets out a soft sigh of relief. He walks towards it. Anyways, hi. I am, as already introduced, Spec or Spectral Haunts. I was attempting to do Grim for this entire game, but I can't take myself seriously enough doing that voice. So
No,
you're getting me. And I am going to be your DM for this mini campaign. Sippy sip.
You should post the title card.
I should post the title card.
We are on top of things today, gang.
We were trying
Because the
so
title card
very
is-
hard.
The title card is cool and pog.
Yes. We were trying so very hard to beat the curse of starting games 30 minutes late.
I forgot the title card. Anyways, if my players if my players wouldn't mind introducing themselves from top to bottom, along with the character they'll be playing.
Okay, yeah, hi! My name is Avi Aviator, and today I will not be playing my normal real kind. Instead, I will be playing the Toonkind plumber Marian Marcuscio.
Hi, I'm Candlestick, and today I am going to be playing my uptight wizard, who is definitely gonna have a good time and not be stressed out at all. Dr. Crystal Everlight.
You saying doctor just threw me so off guard. Hello, everybody. My name is Extraterrestrial, otherwise known as Doc Toonkind, local mad scientist of the birdhouse. And today I will be playing the darling Barbara Whyre. She's going to be in a real game instead of an FPS or a sport game for the first time in a while.
Sorry,
Hi,
Dulcie.
I'm Marzi, and I'll actually be playing a new character. His name is Poe.
Hi, I'm Fletch, and today I'm going to be playing everyone's favorite Vealstown Phantom Thief, Phantom L, also known as Leonardo Layton.
Oh,
Now
for fuck's
wait
sake.
just a darn minute here.
Now, something feels a little off about this placement.
I actually had like question marks appearing above my head when you said that. I'm like, what?
April Fool!
April Fool! We're getting a lot of this today, huh?
Yeah, I'm so sorry to the entire audience. We are playing this game on April Fools, and it is. Please mind the content warnings. Please mind the content warnings.
This is not an
Those
April
are real.
Fool's game. This is an
Those
actual
are real.
serious game.
Yeah.
But like, please look at those content warnings. But because of those content warnings and the angst level they will bring, we're gonna bullshit so much as well. We need
Yeah.
some-
Having a good old time.
We're gonna have some fun.
But no, yeah, hi, I'm Marzi, and I'll be playing Leonardo Layton, everyone's favorite, definitely not a Phantom Thief. Not that that's an open secret or anything.
It's fine. Say his fucking name, Marzi.
Did I not say his name? I thought I
No,
said
you
not.
didn't.
You did.
Leonardo Layton, my darling boy. I'm so smart and cool and
Yes,
sexy.
you are. Yes, you
I
are.
love you so much. Don't mind the title card. I'm definitely not playing Arsene. I'm playing a totally brand new character named Poe. Definitely.
You should have sent the ref before I made the title.
Yeah. Okay. Listen. I did
Didn't
not
Fletcher
start
just
the ref.
make it?
Yeah. I made it
it's a
at.
joke.
I finished the rep at 5:55, or was it
So, like,
5:50? I forget.
By the way, like 10 minutes before the game.
Yeah.
And for our dear listeners, I swear this intro is almost over. This game does take X months into the future. Don't ask me how many. I don't know, because I didn't want to lore lock my poor players, because this game technically would lore lock them, so we're starting it before it actually happens in the timeline. However, because of that, there are going to be some things referenced that haven't happened in FPSs. So for the sake of our wonderful dear listeners, starting from top to bottom, if there is anything you feel that they should know for context so that they won't be confused out of their minds, please drop it now.
I guess starting with me, Marian has met Leo. I
Haha, yeah.
yeah.
And we all know what happens when people meet Leo.
This is true.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? I do not know how much he knows. I don't think he definitely does not know about the Camille Arsene thing. But I don't know if he would know about Phantom L.
Leo has gotten better at not spilling that secret.
Either way, Marian is too polite to like share that. So like we're gonna keep that under lock and key. Marian Marcuscio is here. He is fond of Leo.
Leo kind of has that effect on people, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Haha, yeah.
Candle, do you have anything before I go?
I mean, I don't have anything that people that hasn't happened in games.
Okay.
Like Crystal does have stuff that has happened to her. So if any of that like comes up, I can go, haha, check out this game for when that happened. But no, I can't see anything that is like a huge revelation that she's yet to have at this point.
Wait, if you do, you can. I do not mind us retconning at any point, but also, yeah, you guys should, all you listeners, if you have the time, go check out Candle Games. Candle is an amazing DM and player, and I think you all should go listen. Go.
This is Daisy Chain's propaganda. Also, team thumbs up propaganda.
I'm dying.
This is candle propaganda.
Candle propaganda. That's what this
Candle
is.
propaganda.
So for Barbara, I guess a couple of things. I don't know if she's met Leo before this point. Maybe, possibly. I don't know. I can just write it off as her. Huh?
They were on opposite teams during Paint Fest.
That's true. They have met that way. I don't know if Barbara's like been over to the house to like talk or anything like that. To maybe at the Painted Lady because she likes a good cup of coffee. I don't know. If anything, I can just write it off as her being almost 50 and forgetful. Like my mom.
Keep that a mood.
Looks at Marian, looks away.
It's fine.
At some point between this game and the last time I used Barbara, she has been talking to Primrose about a potential job at Dodo Studios, and she's currently debating that. So that's kind of where she is.
I'm so happy for her.
She's doing so much better.
So what else I can think.
You cut out
It was-
a little bit.
It was doing the thing again a little.
Oh, you're dying again.
Oh.
Doc!
There goes Doc.
Doc!
When I do that, just tell me and I'm gonna leave and come back.
Okay.
Alright.
Yeah. Deal.
Yeah, so at least she would at least be aware of Leo because of Minami.
Yeah.
She doesn't know Quinn and Minami. They are friends. Quinn is potential found family, and by potential I mean we're making it happen.
Listen, I can't help that all
She's
my
going to live up to the fact that she won runner-up draft house MILF, okay?
Oh my fucking god.
Stop.
No. You gave me this title. I'm going to use it.
I didn't do shit. Never accuse me of anything ever again.
Other than that, I don't think there's anything else I'm forgetting.
I should probably mention, since I forgot it, Crystal does know Leo. Crystal does know that Leo is Phantom L. She's not going to say anything about that. Crystal is not aware of the Camille Arsene connection.
Which I'm sure is never going to bite them in the ass ever.
It's
Yep.
fine.
There's gonna be zero consequences this whole mini campaign from that being a secret.
Everything is fine.
I don't know if Barbara would know about Phantom L, but even if she did, she'd be like, oh, good for you, darling. And move on. So you know.
Queen Meta now. I guess Leo has a really pretty bracelet that he wears now.
Yeah.
Also,
Looks at you.
That
Also
magic
discovering-
item will be statted out at some point.
yeah, I'm not using it now. But yeah, he has a really pretty bracelet that he wears now. Also a few anger issues, but like that's something that he was discovering anyway.
Looks
Just
at
a
you.
little.
Just a
Looks
little.
at you.
He's fine. Everything's fine.
It's gonna be fine.
Don't worry, Leo and Barbara can bond over anger issues.
Yeah, it's nothing that Dr. Everlight needs to worry about, or any of Leo's siblings. Everything is
I'm
fine.
sure.
I'm sure there could be no consequences to it at all.
Not
Except
a
what I
one.
know about Rhythm Thief, looks away,
Smiles.
bites you.
It's fine.
Everything's fine.
Speaking of
Uh,
everything being fine,
Yeah. As you all know, I'm playing a totally real character. So a totally real
A totally real character, as opposed to one that's not real.
yeah.
What?
Totally real, totally new. I don't need to share it.
Yeah. Yeah, you want to
Uh-huh.
keep you want to keep saying that?
All right. Spec fucking throttles me. Some spoiler things have happened on Arsene / Camille's side, so he is able to get his hands on a temporary quote unquote antidote for his whole situation. It's still really, really finicky though, so it's fine.
Everything's fine.
Don't worry about it. He also, it's fine. It's fine. There's no way that this can go wrong. But yeah, so I think that's the most pressing bit.
That
At
was
least,
the only thing I could think of.
yeah, like the other stuff is spoilers, and things people can throttle me over later.
Yeah. I don't want to ruin the fun because I know some things. So, I'm sorry, dear listeners, if you thought that this was your way to get the secret lore, no. This is just so you aren't confused. You're gonna
Yeah.
have to wait for the others.
Basically, your boy has a temporary antidote that lets him be teenager for a while, but it does wear off at around. It does wear off around a day or so, and then he has to wait like 8 hours before he can take it again.
It's like he's
Oh.
Cinderella.
Oh my god.
It's the fucking Swan Princess rules, I guess. Whatever.
Right?
God damn it.
Sunset. I gotta
Whatever.
go. Bye.
You? When?
Stop.
Hammer time.
Wait, I just had a hilarious thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If Camille shows up at any point, Marian's reaction is just going to be, Leo, did you put him in your hammer space?
Maybe.
Oh my god. You know what? I'm gonna
Oh my
yoink
God.
that for Barbara too. I think it'd be really funny if the two oldest people thought he was just in the hammer space.
That's not gonna work on Crystal, but who cares about that?
Crystal knows that.
Crystal voice, I know that's a bullshit lie, but I'm too worried about other things to ask why. I'll get you later for this meddling kids.
Yeah. I guess another important note about the temp antidote is that what was fuck, I was gonna say something, but then I forgot.
Oh, is
Can
it
I
about
get
him needing to be
a-
sick?
Yeah. So your boy is going to have a mild cold.
He got sick just to rescue his rival.
He did not purposely get sick. It just happened.
It was just plot convenient.
Yeah.
Listen,
That also
he has
does
a shitty immune system. It happens.
that does remind me though. The only thing I have to say is Quinn knows that Arsene is not dead. That is why Quinn is in Fort Cenan right now, because Quinn was like, "Oh, Arsene's not dead. I should update my dad."
Which is definitely a smart thing to do.
Listen, he was homesick. Okay, you gotta give him a little credit for that. Okay. Listen, Arsene, you like him for a lot of things, but his wisdom score is not one of them.
Wow.
Oh man, that's
Okay.
another thing both him and his mom agree on. Who the fuck is DMing me?
Anyway.
Me.
Utaka.
Do you guys want, now that we've done the entire intro, we can actually start! Yay!
Whoop.
So, any of our, for context for our dear listeners, it has been, approximately, two-ish weeks, since maybe a little more, since Quinn returned from Einquell to Fort Cenan. It has been approximately a week to a week and a half since he has been radio silent. Now, this is concerning for many reasons, the most important and relevant being he is a detective, and if a detective goes radio silent for a while, that's never a good sign.
Mm-hmm.
So, a group of people who are totally normal about Quinn, plus someone who cares about someone who's totally normal about Quinn.
Mm-hmm.
We've got them together here for this. We've got them here for this party.
See, it's really funny that you mentioned when a detective goes radio silent. That's a bad thing.
Because Barbara wouldn't know that.
Yes, well, that's what Minami's here for.
Yes, that's what Minami's
So-
here for.
You guys can either give an actual, like, in-depth reaction or kind of summarize, but how does your character find out that Quinn is kind of like, you know, MIA? How do they react? How are things going? What guides them to go across the sea?
He's gay.
Honestly,
The gay one is my character's brother.
hey, Spec, I have a request. Can we do this backwards order? I feel like that would be more fun.
Oh, there's no specific order for this. The
Yeah, let's
only
do
thing that was
backwards
ordered was
order.
the intro.
Okay.
You guys can go whatever order starting now.
Well, I guess if we want to go in backwards order, that means I get to go. So Barbara, let's be real, she's got a few issues. So Quinn being radio silent for 2 weeks to her didn't ring any alarm bells because she's used to people not talking to her. She hasn't had friends before until recently.
Oh, no.
So it takes Minami going, hey, Miss Barbara, I'm terrified of water, and Quinn went overseas, and he hasn't messaged me in 2 weeks. Can you please go and see if he's okay? And then Barbara realizes maybe she should have been a little bit worried.
It's
But Barbara has no job, nothing to do, and she really cares about Quinn. And so,
It's like a vacation, but not.
no. It's not a vacation. Barbara
Right.
is terrified because, sorry, so many things are happening on my computer right now. I'm hearing so many things.
Uh-oh.
Oh
Uh-oh.
no.
A bunch of games on itch.io are being updated while I'm talking right now, and it's really distracting. Shut up! So she probably mentions this to Elaine, who's her love interest, and Elaine packs her a bunch of food, and then she's off
Gay.
with a sack of gold and anger.
Like I
Yeah.
said, so normal.
Very, very normal. This sheep totally doesn't have anything else going on with her. Nope, absolutely not. She definitely does not have 2 levels in something other than Bard.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Incredible.
Mhm.
I guess I'll go next. So, to be honest, Crystal probably didn't notice anything for the first week because, she gets very seriously stuck into her work sometimes and forgets to check, oh hey, I actually have people who I talk to now. But since stuff that has happened in her life, over the past year, she has kind of also taken up a very normal every day of this week I am just checking in on everyone that I know and making sure that I have like heard from them this week kind of thing. And I think at that point is when she's realized that she hasn't heard from Quinn. So definitely not panicking to start with, just gonna like send some messages to people she knows also know them, and be like, hey, have you heard from Quinn at all? And probably gets back a do correct me if I'm wrong, comment, a very distressed message from me to me about no, I have not and I am worried. And this is not concerning Crystal at all. I don't know what you're talking about. But I did promise I would go look for him if you went missing over in Fort Cenan. And so she's going to take all of her research with her because she still has a job to do.
Candle, I'm sorry you play a Tsundere.
Yes, like you have so much room to talk.
I've never played a Tsundere in my life.
Never.
At least I own the fact I play fucked up white women. Come on, Marzi.
I've never played a white person in my life. Never insult me like that ever again.
Lie to yourself.
Anyway,
This is all
continue, Candle, I love you.
Thanks.
Look, she's in denial right now.
She is so valid.
She probably got not only that like distress message from me to me, but also a very vague message from Leo being like, yeah, no, I haven't. Anyway, traveling across the sea by heart emoji, peace sign emoji.
Yeah, honestly, if that was like, I think that that would also be a motivating factor. Is like, okay, I was already probably gonna go, but you are not going on your own across the sea. You are a teenager.
He's almost 18.
Still a child.
Still younger than 3 other people in this party.
Maybe.
It's fine.
It's
It's fine.
okay. It's funny because like I can't. Marian doesn't know. I don't know if Marian knows who the fuck Quinn is. But if Leo was like, yeah, no, one of our friends just went fucking missing, and Leo just up and announced that he was going overseas, Marian would be like, now wait just a moment.
Marian voice. I don't know who the peck this is, but I am a responsible enough adult to not let you children just run off.
Yeah, no, like, okay, he sees no downside to like joining them because this is his job. I say job loosely, but like he is a skilled adventurer.
Marian voice. This is literally what I'm supposed to do. It's free enrichment, if anything.
I mean, even outside of like the enrichment thing, there is someone who hasn't been heard of in weeks, presumably.
I love Marian so much.
His first instinct is to drop everything and help.
I would commit atrocities for Marian, actually.
I love him.
We love Marian in this fucking
so
household.
Oh yeah.
We love and appreciate Plumber Dad.
Plumber Dad.
Plumber Dad.
Plumber Dad.
Plumber Dad.
I had a nickel for every time an adult saw Leo and was like, is anyone gonna adopt this child? And not wait for an answer.
Here's the thing. If Barbara wasn't adopting Quinn, you know for a fucking fact she would adopt Leo.
You know how much the whole Quinn and all that stuff has messed up adoption rates. It is. If I had a nickel.
It would be really weird to adopt Quinn and Leo.
We all know why. Anyways, with that having been set up, I can finally introduce you to the beginning of your adventure. Don't ask the name of the city. I don't. It's technically Fort Cenan is not my country, and I did not want to name the city. So we're just gonna call it the city. It's just called the city. So, you all have arrived at the city where you know that Quinn lives.
Mhm.
Looks at you.
Uh-huh.
But I'm trying to figure out how Barbara would have figured out this is where he lives. Would me not
Probably
know?
mean on yeah. Quinn,
Okay.
Quinn would have sent like, oh yeah, I'm going. Listen, Quinn loves Fort Cenan, and he would have talked about his home city so much to me. Not to mention, it's not that hard to find his dad. So like,
Nice.
you can just look up where his dad works. Just kind of what you've done, because that's the only leads you can get on Quinn. Because kid just disappears. I mean, there's a lot of information on him, but it's mostly just like, oh, some kind of news article or something about a case he solved like 2 weeks ago when he first arrived. A couple of fan theories, stuff like that, but like nothing solid other than this is where his dad works.
Sorry, the phrase fan theory just took me out.
Listen, Quinn is popular, both positive and derogatory.
Yeah, it's
God.
fine.
Fan theories.
Listen, I look at how popular his original is in his own city, with everyone literally just knowing him as the detective. Like you got, yeah. Anyways, each of you has arrived to the city by some sort of means, most likely by train after going to boat. Maybe by car, maybe by bus. Either way, you have all found yourself, just by convenience, because all of you are tuned in some way, and we can. Someone's BRB.
I was wondering what that noise was.
Failed the spell!
I love you so much.
Helps you.
Just
I
clatter across the ground.
I thought that was someone dropping a dish.
I did too.
It sounded like dice to me.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and apologize on recording to Fletcher because now Fletcher gets to deal with my cursed thoughts during games. Because literally no one else is allowed to hear them.
Okay, we're
Fucked
good.
up.
Everything's fine. Everything's fine.
You all have gotten to the city, and for the sake of setting the scene, I'm going to say you've all found yourself in the same general area, because, like I said, you all only have one clue no matter who you are, which is Quinn's dad. So let me start setting the scene. The city is one that never sleeps. Magic tech is integrated into each step taken. Vehicles hum as they move, and lights glisten with contained energy. Buildings look over you as a variety of real kind move around you. It's a rainbow of people, races of all kind moving around in harmony. Fashion is on the high end, and it's obvious where Quinn's gets his more elaborate taste as a tiefling passes by you in a silk see-through cloak and a shirt with dark skin tight pants. They seem to be in conversation with a gnome who wears an elaborately decorated hat that matches their blouse, which poofs out. You're not here for the beauties of the city, though. Instead, you look up at a more simple and traditional building, which seems to eclipse the moon behind it, casting all of you in shadows. The center police precinct is cold compared to the warm, vibrant life of the rest of the city. The people who move in and out have their faces focused on goals, which stay hidden behind their eyes. I know I set you all free, and I just sit back here and watch the chaos.
Honestly, that was really, like,
That was really good.
that was really good.
It
Really,
Cup.
Immediately ham in my head something with Barbara.
Oh, Doc, you're cutting
Now
out.
it's doing the thing again.
dying again.
There we go.
Okay. Yay!
I was handed a very vivid image of something in my head, but I'll let someone else go because I've been talking a lot.
I kind of want to roll a perception for Crystal, see if she notices anyone else.
You can.
I never asked. Is it fine to use my real dice or?
Yes, I'm going to be reusing real dice.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't see it coming up this game, but crit it for me is double damage, not double dice. That's the only other DM rule I can think of.
Right. Cool.
Big numbers.
Big number.
I like the big numbers.
I think that's probably enough to spot. That Marzi, that would be enough to spot Leo, right?
Leo is walking towards the precinct like he owns the place.
Yeah, and there certainly is a person of similar, if not the exact same, height next to him.
Would they
The
be the
only
same
difference-
height, though?
Maybe just a little bit shorter. Don't be mean to him.
Do you mind if I roll on Foundry, Spec, and just screenshot?
That to me, that's the same as if you're rolling in person. Just type in the actual dice channel what you got. But continue, Marzi and Fletch.
Yeah, sorry. I was thinking about rolling something.
Yeah, said person is definitely not familiar. You have not seen them before, but they do seem to be very casually chatting with Leo. They're I will say the one difference between the image I posted as a ref is that they're wearing a face mask. But yeah,
Valid.
is a for future listeners, they are a dark black-haired toon that is currently in a sort of cream-colored sweater with a brown jacket over jeans and is currently wearing a fedora. Also has spectacles on.
Well, Crystal is definitely making beeline towards Leo now and just there's just like a Leonardo Layton, what do you think you're doing?
Ah, hell.
It's a jolt and then a snort.
And Leo turns on his heels, claps his hand together, and enforce an audience. Like he's pretending that he's not him, even though he's not even disguised, and it's so obviously him. Enforce an audience just starts babbling.
She's just gonna stand there with her arms crossed and just unimpressed and just please tell me you didn't come here on your own.
He didn't.
Can we say that Marian? Really important. Can we say that Marian joined the boys?
I think it would be funny.
It would be really funny.
I am gonna say before that though that like she's gonna look at Poe and be like, also teenager, just please tell me you came with someone who isn't also a teenager or child.
You know, I think you'd be really proud of me. And he kind of jazz hands Will Smith poses at Marian.
Yeah, no, like Marian probably like got like for the sake of comedy, fashionably late per the norm. Marian comes onto the scene a bit late, kind of scuttles in, and he comes to a stop right next to Leo, and he says, "Oh, sorry, I got a little distracted."
I'm gonna let this go for a little bit because I rolled perception to see if Barbara would notice. That was a 5, so
I have a funny gag I'm gonna do with her, but I'm gonna let you all keep going for a little bit.
Yeah, okay. Thankfully, like, that will take most of the fight out of Crystal. Like, now that she's like, oh, thank God they didn't just up and go to look for their friend by themselves. Is that, like, you can actually visibly see, like, the fight sort of leave her, though she is still, like, side-eyeing the teenagers, like, don't think this is over just yet. And
Leo actually, like Leo, I lovingly hold up my boy. He doesn't know how to quit when he's ahead.
Oh no.
He's just like, and really, it wouldn't be that bad. We're kind of the only ones who know anything about Fort Cenan.
Oh, kind of just face palms.
Crystal's just gonna
Marian like puts his hands on his hips.
Crystal's just gonna like rub underneath her glasses. Just, oh, you did not.
So I'm gonna use this as a moment to slide my girl in.
Yeah.
So Barbara has never been to Fort Cenan. In fact, she hasn't traveled since she started her career 20-some years ago. So she's a little discombobulated. So she is so busy looking at everything and trying to make sense of things that she runs smack into Crystal's back.
Oh.
And stumbles to the ground. And you can see her one eye that you can see. It is glowing a little bit because Spec mentioned it was dark and shadowed. So it is glowing a little bit. And she's just kind of like, I am so sorry. I was not watching where I was going.
Oh my god. I rolled a dex save.
Oh no.
Please be in that one.
Oh my god, it was so close.
It was close.
It was a 2, so that's a 5. I think she's also fallen over.
Oh.
Wait. I don't know how this would work, but can I roll a dex save to see if Marian can catch either of them?
Marian just like French dips one of them.
It's a fucking accident. He's just trying to see. Just.
I know, but it'd be so funny.
No, that was an 8 on the dice. Let me see what his modifier is. Oh shit, it's actually really good. That's a 15.
Nice.
You can catch one of them. Make your choice.
Make your choice.
I think he probably like catches Crystal because she's closer. I don't know.
Barbara ran into Crystal's back, so
Yeah.
Yeah, I can try and have Poe roll. Do you
That'd be hilarious, actually.
do you want me to use strength for him?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
oh,
want
we're
me to use...
bullying the boy, I see.
I want you to use strength for him.
Yeah, because
Oh,
my
nice.
man shares this sheet with a certain other character. So yeah.
Fucking delightful.
That's a 9.
Lamau.
You also eat it.
I can't even like. She's not. She's actually.
Duck, you
Oh,
cut
Doctor
out.
cutting out.
I feel like since that was a strength, he does manage to catch her hand, but then it's pulled down with her.
I think it would be really funny if he caught her for a moment, but he's sick. Strength is kind of his major dump stat. So what happens is he also falls, but she lands right on top of him.
Here's the thing about Barbara. You expect her, because she's only like 5'2", you expect her to be kind of light, and then you remember that she has wool instead of hair, and that shit's heavy.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I should dance.
So she is much heavier than you expect her to be.
Yeah.
Rip
was-
Poe.
The hubris
Leo-
of being tall again.
Leo is just standing here as everything around him goes to shit.
Not really. I mean, Mary caught Crystal.
That is true.
Yeah. She's gonna
Meanwhile,
stand up
there's
with
a-
like a thanks.
Oh yes, of course.
Meanwhile, there is a clatter, a cat hissing noise, a car crash sound, and an oof. Because
Oof.
yeah,
Roblox,
Roblox oof noise.
I had a really funny idea pop into my head. Keep going.
Oh,
Keep going.
okay. As Urson falls to the ground, and Barbara lands on top of him, probably off screen to justify the get.
The frame shakes and everything.
Yeah.
Now.
So Poe falls onto Barbara, and Barbara immediately goes, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to run into you. I wasn't watching where I was going." And she is talking like a mile a minute, and without even thinking, she picks up Poe bridal style. And I think she can do this because she has gauntlets of ogre power and has a 19.
We love to see it.
I love that for her.
It's kind of just blinking, and it's just, oh, that's fine. You can put me down now.
Oh, right. I'm so sorry. And she like gently places him down on his legs and then like dusts him off a little bit.
Leo's just standing there like Lamau.
Who glares over at Leo like, don't you say anything. As he stands up.
Mary kind of clears his throat. Are you two all right?
I'm fine, thank you.
Yes, I'm quite all right, darling. I am very, very sorry for the interruption. I didn't mean to bump in on your conversation.
Leo's gonna make a history roll. Oh, jeez. That's
I
cut.
think wasn't someone else there as well watching? Or not?
I think it's just them.
I think
Yeah.
just the party.
Yeah, it's just a party.
Just the party. You haven't gone like inside the building. It's just the.
No. I mean during Paint Fest. I'm looking at Fletcher.
Yeah, I was also gonna roll history, but I didn't want to interrupt you.
Oh, that's fair.
Oh yeah, you can also roll history for motherfucking Marian.
Alright.
And I'll also say Crystal can roll history because Barbara is an actress and has been in movies before.
Yeah, alright. I guess I'll roll a history for both Marian and Barbara.
I immediately forgot how to
Oh my god.
use.
Okay, well, she knows who Barbara is.
Oh my god.
You good, Marzi?
I immediately forgot how to use these bots. There we go.
Okay. So, Poe knows people.
To be fair, it is kind of his job. His very real job as a journalist.
It's roll.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
I
you
forgot
can't-
the
you can't-
space
you
and then I
can't-
can't edit it, yeah.
You can add.
No,
You
you
can
can't. No, you can't edit for Avery.
Oh, right.
I've done that before. You cannot.
Thought you were saying add or something like that.
Oh.
Damn, girl, you know who these people are.
So, Crystal, I don't know how you would know this, but
I know how she knows this. She has a sister who's a pretty avid fan of movie actors.
would she like B-movie rom-coms? Because that's
Yes.
what Barbara's been in.
Listen,
If you've ever looked at a bargain bin in Einquell and seen the shitty romance movies in there, she's probably been on the cover.
Lamau.
yeah, listen, her sister's favorite actress is Vava, so
And I'm when I say B movies, I mean like she has been in so many like off-brand, you know those Disney copiers? Those kind of movies? Imagine those but with Dodo Studios.
yeah.
Her most popular knockoff movie she's been in has been Star Peck.
Oh,
Wait a
great.
minute. Is that it's a certain other thing? Not the Dodo Studios ones.
Is that Star Trek?
Is that Star Trek?
You bet your ass it is, and it's supposed to be a parody of Star Cause.
I can't believe they would
Hey.
do this.
Listen
That's
here.
hilarious.
I'm placing my hands on your shoulder so gently. If you ever call Star Trek B-roll in front of me again, I will personally
I am-
manifest.
I'm going to say this right now. I know dick nor shit about Star Trek. The pun
Star
was
Trek-
there. The
Star
pun
Trek-
was there.
I also have to interrupt because the biggest difference between Star Wars and Star Trek is that Star Wars is much more like supernatural oriented, while Star Trek is a lot more scientific, like sci-fi.
Oh yeah, I know they're not similar in like as much as like some other people might think they are. I only did that name because I thought it would be funny. I'm
Okay, fair
not
enough.
saying it is actually Star Trek. It's a parody of Star Cause using a parody of Star Trek's name.
You are
Okay.
so valid. Trekkies just get really, really incensed whenever people even so much as insinuate that Star Trek could possibly be based off of Star Wars in any way, shape, or
Oh yeah,
form.
no. I will disclaim this right
to
now.
the side very gently.
I will disclaim this right now. It is not actually Star Trek. I just thought naming something Star Peck would be really funny.
It is really
It is
funny.
very
It is really
funny.
funny, but also I should state for the record, I've never seen Star Trek.
Oh,
I haven't either.
Oh.
Anyways,
dude.
so yeah,
Next time.
one
I
of the
haven't
biggest
either.
parody movies she's been in is Star Peck, but also there's a bunch of smaller rom-coms she's been in. For Leo and Poe, this lady was at Pate Fest, and she was the one that went a little apeshit and then threw the ball for Leo.
You know what? Valid of her.
And then those of you who rolled for Marian, hi, this is Marian fucking Marcuscio? Like, the Marian Marcuscio? Plumber extraordinaire, adventurer extraordinaire, rescues the princess of Fruit Country every other week, Marian Marcuscio?
I think upon realizing this, Crystal's just gonna be like, Leo, please tell me you didn't get Marian just for this case.
Oh, to be fair, we met at the Painted Lady.
Before or after you knew about this case?
Oh, before.
Okay, good.
There's a beat, and Barbara goes, "Now wait just a minute. Hold on, my brain just caught up. Why is Marian Marcuscio, no offense, in Fort Cenan?"
Oh, because the Leos are here.
Not Leo handing me wanting to be funny and be like, yeah, he's my dad.
Wait, no, Mary will start crying!
Oh no! If Leo does that, Poe will just gently elbow him. I can't say if he'll beat Leo, but
I'm being so normal in the gallery right now while you guys talk.
Look, 9 times out of 10, if you've asked me if I've seen something, the answer is no. So,
I'm gonna fix this.
okay.
I can fix them. I can fix it.
I'm sorry to tell you, Spec, not only have I never seen Star Trek or Star Wars, but I refuse to rectify that.
I just don't have the attention span to watch things.
Okay, out of character, you guys are all like very valid. I'm just being hyped for the gag.
For the bit.
Oh yeah, for the bit.
Barrel.
That's why I started like going everyone. I'm like, I'm gonna take over the world of Star Trek.
But no, yeah, Crystal and Barbara are like, hey, what the fuck? And that's all Leo is just giving me is being like, haha, yeah, he's my dad.
You want to roll contesting dexes to see if Leo can say it before or Poe can stop him? Oh no.
Oh no.
I think that's gonna be a no.
I feel like Leo jokingly is like, yeah, he's my dad, and then gets elbowed in the stomach, and it's just.
Yeah.
There was a brief moment where Marian blinks, and he's just, wait, Leo, do you see me as a father figure?
No, I was joking.
Leo.
No, wait, I was trying to be funny.
You realize how many dads you have. Right? Like, you realize that that is a perfectly reasonable thing to happen. Oh no?
Barbara pauses for another moment and blinks and then just goes, I might have to ask you for some pointers because you seem to be very good at this found family thing. And never mind. That's besides the point.
No, ma'am. It kind of just keeps happening to me. I've been told I'm very adoptable.
Oh no! Don't get me wrong. Like, this is entirely up to you if you would be comfortable with it. But like, Mary just kind of shuts his mouth right there.
Leo's kind of head in hands and is like, okay, no, yeah, I just asked. He heard that I was going overseas and he wanted to help.
I hate to be a little nosy, but I'm a very nosy tune. Help with what?
Isn't that why you're here? Also, for the record, Poe has not introduced himself, and since Marian probably came with Leo, Marian probably has been introduced to Poe. Everyone else, you have no idea who the fuck this guy is.
Barbara hasn't introduced herself either.
Yeah, honestly, they haven't introduced themselves. That will be rectified at some point. Crystal will make sure of that once she has calmed down a little bit.
It's
Poe,
fine.
you say, isn't that why you're here? And she goes, I don't recall ever meeting you, so I don't know how you would know why I was here.
Oh,
Leo
well,
told me.
Yeah, and I mean, we met at Painfest, and you know my sister, Detective Shannon.
There's a dot over her head, and then she goes, oh, you're the brother she's told me about. Oh, okay, I see.
So I assume you're here for Quinn.
Yes. What the fuck was I doing there? That was not the right accent.
Yes.
Yes. Right. Of course. Yes, I'm here for Quinn. She's got like a tiny bit of blush on her cheeks as she's like a little bashful about admitting it.
Oh.
I think Crystal's probably ignoring that. It's just aren't you the actress?
You've seen my movies.
Well, yes, my sister is a bit of a fan.
I'm not gonna lie, it would have been really funny if Crystal went with Barbara went, you've seen my movies, and Crystal went, no.
Don't do that to Barbara!
He's so mean.
Honestly, Barbara lets out a little sigh of relief.
Oh.
And she goes, oh, well, I'm glad to hear that.
Everything's so normal in this group. Everyone here is so healthy and happy.
I think, yeah. Sorry, you can go.
All right. I think after that Poe is going to sort of pause and go, no, that is a good point. I don't think any of us have been introduced.
Oh, right. Yes, of course. Barbara Whyre.
I'm Poe. I am a friend of Leo's.
It'd be so mean.
Yeah?
Hey, Leo, how much do you want to bully your brother right now?
Oh.
I mean, Leo probably goes through an arm over Poe's shoulders, but Poe is sick, so I imagine there's a small tussle.
Just a little, yeah. Leo, Leo goes to throw an arm around Poe, and Poe just starts trying to fight him off. Like, dude, I'm sick. Remember?
And Leo is just, yep, we best friends, Poe and I. It's like we've known each other our whole lives.
God damn it.
You are getting elbowed.
I'm actually going to roll something because you mentioned him being sick.
Oh.
I think Crystal's just gonna be like,
I forgot the D.
Crystal's just gonna be like,
There we
Leo,
go.
leave the poor boy alone. Dr. Crystal Everlight.
It's
You look away for one moment and Barbara has suddenly pulled out a cup of tea
oh my god.
and hands it to Poe.
Poe is in the middle of saying nice to meet you and then looks over at the tea and sort of just blinks.
Well, you mentioned you were sick, so I thought, I don't know, it must be probably silly.
No, it's fine. Thanks. He slowly takes the tea. And then kind of just stands there because he's still wearing the face mask.
Fucking crying.
Barbara does give a nod to Crystal and go, right, Dr. Everlight, I will remember that. Do you prefer Dr. Everlight or do you prefer Crystal?
I don't mind too much. Whichever is what you feel more comfortable with. I don't know if she's been asked this that often, so she doesn't know how to answer.
Oh,
her.
I love it.
I almost want it because I imagine Leo is almost like acts sometimes as Crystal's social crutch.
Oh.
And I almost imagine him wanting to like help Layton and being like bats his eyelashes at Crystal, like, does that mean I can call you Crystal?
Just no.
Damn.
I have gotten into such a southern mindset with Barbara.
You will see a small smile, though she is joking.
I have gotten in such a southern mindset for Barbara that my immediate thought was, all right, nice to meet you, Doc. And I went, no, I can't do that. I can't. It's my name. It is my name.
That would be a funny game.
Meanwhile, I look at Marian. Marian's like been in like a point of like confliction because everybody here knows who he is. Does he have to introduce himself? No, eventually he just puts a hand to his chest. Marian Mercutio, it's a pleasure to meet you.
I love him, Your Honor. Barbara does hold out a hand to shake and goes, it's very nice to meet you, Marian.
And he is going to shake your hand. Congratulations, you're shaking Marian Mercutio's hand.
Hold on, I'm gonna roll something because I think it would be she's not gonna fail this, but I think it would be really funny. Yeah, no, I rolled deception to see if she would fangirl, but nah, that was 26.
Damn.
Oh my god.
Internally, Barbara's going, what the fuck, what the fuck, what the fuck, what the fuck.
Oh.
Holy shit! Holy
But
shit!
externally, she is very formal, very normal.
Very normal, very polite. Everything's fine.
Just holy fucking shit, that's Mary.
Basically, yeah.
Incredible.
This is so funny. I am vividly remembering that way back in the beginning of Bash, we had a Rayman XP who was a fan of Marian. And Marian shook Beamlad's hand, and Beamlad internally was just, holy shit!
No.
I gotta give Barbara some credit because she probably does look up to Marian a lot because Marian is very free and well-traveled, and I point to her backstory.
Yeah.
Ain't that just the
I-
way?
Have a little bit of a funny I do think it would be funny if I know we moved past it a little bit, but the fact that Poe is sick and just like Leo sorry, Crystal like turning to Leo and being like, why did you drag your sick friend all the way to Fort Cenan?
I would never do such a thing. He is the reason. He's part of the reason why I'm here, because he's such a big fan of Quinn, and he was so worried.
No, stop.
Does
You're
Quinn
getting
have...
a hand shoved in your face.
There's a... Barbara kind of tilts her head and goes, is Quinn famous?
Beck, can I roll a history?
You can. I will say if you are from Fort Cenan, you're probably not gonna you're not gonna know who he is.
my thing is, I don't know if Marian would have been through Fort Cenan before, because he is primarily Toonkind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, unless you have it, like, especially because we discussed before, Fort
Oh
Cenan's
no,
not
he's
really
not
a place.
getting it.
Fort Cenan's not really a place you kind of wander into unless your character has like because like within Fort Cenan, yes, Quinn is very famous, and almost everyone in Fort Cenan knows who Quinn is, or at least knows of him as Noriaki's son, because Noriaki is even more infamous.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the Queen name is known very well. Technically, you could know the Queen name from someone else, but connecting that to Quinn would require like a nat 20 or something. And based on what you said, that was not a nat 20.
Yeah. No, I got a
Wow.
2 + 4.
Yeah, no, that is yeah,
Damn.
no. You anybody else can roll a history to see if you've seen anything of Quinn while walking through Fort Cenan.
I think it would be really funny if Barbara straight up has it.
Because I did get a little permission to be a little mean to Quinn and give him the orb treatment.
God,
Treatment.
if Leo fucking gets your son a corb, I'm going to.
Smiles
Lose
at
it.
you.
Would you
No.
like to roll a history, Marzi?
Yeah,
Or
so
perception, if you want to be.
No, it's fine. That'll be for later.
That's a later bully.
but yeah, Barbara, because I think it's funny that she doesn't realize that her future son is famous, just kind of goes, is Quinn famous? I didn't realize he had fans.
I rolled a perception for it.
Oh
for
no.
the orbs.
Oh no.
Oh my god!
Hitting that 20! This is so funny because Crystal's in the chat. Crystal has been in the chat when they posted about the Shiro orbs.
Gorb.
Yep.
Shorb.
Actually, maybe that's why. Maybe she snapped a picture of it too.
You notice not too far away, you know those little pop-up stands that appear in cities that just sell random things?
Oh no.
Oh no.
Wait. Can I make this funnier? It's right behind Barbara. Barbara walked past it.
Oh my god.
I feel,
Asking this question.
I feel like, yeah, the
There's a
Crystal's gonna be like, yeah, you could say that, and just like point at the stand.
There's a little stand that has a bunch of like Fort Cenan not even merchandising. You see hanging from one of the corners a little corpse.
Horb.
Barbara turns to look at this stand, blinks, and goes, "Now, how on earth did I miss that?"
Oh,
You're a little funny.
you're probably looking for something else. It does get very busy here.
Yeah, and yeah, I mean, Quinn has been a pretty famous detective. I mean, back when I still came here for summers, he was already trying to get on cases.
Well, I'll be.
Yeah.
Was he really that good at it?
Okay, I think that kind of brightens a little bit at that, like, yeah, of course.
But if he was a good detective, that might be why he kind of like trails off, like makes a gesture because Quinn is fucking missing.
Yeah. Leo kind of makes a face and is like, yeah, but we're gonna have to talk to the face he makes gets even more sour. We're gonna have to say hello to Inspector Norcock.
Do you want to wait outside? I can handle him.
Nope. I got it. I speak the speak. I know what I'm doing.
Poe raises an eyebrow.
Sorry, who is Noriaki?
I just imagine matching like cringe faces on Leo and Poe.
Yeah, Poe, like half of his face is hidden by the cough mask, but like even that, and his eyes are like very much that stereotypical Toon, like closed eyes look. But you can just see from the way his brows furrow and his eyes scrunch, like, yeah.
I
Yeah.
can't
the
ask
same
Comet because
face.
Comet isn't here anymore. I was gonna ask if Minami might have said something, but
No. Probably not. Even if Miyami did say that, the problem is unless Minami found out through Lapis, Quinn does not talk about his dad at all.
Mm-hmm.
Spec, have you looked at the ending of
I did.
Opossum My Possum?
I did.
Because Lapis did say that to Minami.
I know. I've been catching up. I don't know if Minami would have said something to
Right,
Bard,
yeah.
especially because Quinn has made it obvious he doesn't like his dad being talked about.
Yeah. Okay, I understand now.
I know that Quinn mentioned to Crystal the first time they met that he misses his dad, but I don't think he mentioned him by name,
No.
right?
He did not mention him by name. He
Fair
just said he misses his dad, which is true.
Yeah, so y'all get the matching scrunch faces before Poe slowly is just. Inspector Noriaki is the inspector of the police in this city, which is a very powerful position, seeing as this is the capital. And he's also Quinn's dad.
Did you see Marian like watching you like very, very seriously, and like he was nodding along because like again, Marian's well traveled. He's an adventurer. He's had to deal with people in like positions of power before, so this doesn't surprise him. But the moment you say that he's Quinn's dad, his face just falls, like mustache and everything, and he's just that to bad.
Yeah, there's Barbara is also nodding along very intently, and then you mentioned that, and instead of her face dropping, she just raises an eyebrow and goes, "I don't even need you to tell me anything. You that reaction in itself tells me a lot about whoever this is."
Yeah, well, and Leo kind of claps his hands. Quinn and I are childhood friends. the inspector that is, doesn't like me. Anyway,
Again,
let's go.
If you want, I can hand. Okay.
And on a more serious note, this is the part where please, I slam my hand against the content warnings. We're going to break here anyways. But before we head inside, please, in all seriousness, read the content warnings. I don't know what you're gonna ask him.
Leo was just gonna like this. I'll say it again after the break, but Leo was just gonna find him, walk up to him, and be like, "Oh, salut, Monsieur, Monsieur Queen."
I will repost the warnings specifically for Noriaki.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, please.
Yeah. By the way, did you take off the body horror warning? Because
Nope, it's right there. Let me get rid of that.
I keep forgetting.
It's right there.
I don't know why it's there.
That is so funny.
It's me.
I'm also
I'm the
going
body
to-
horror.
I'm going to double down on the request earlier to break.
Yes,
Yeah.
you do.
We're
That
breaking.
energy drink has gone through my system, and now I need to pee.
We're getting
Yeah,
a
I
15-minute
did-
break
I
for
did-
everyone.
I need to get a drink. I ran out of monster 10 minutes into the game.
Okay. We will be back at the top of the hour.
All right.
Cool.
All right.
Or before then, depending on whatever.
Okay.
What would you do with the drunken sailor? What would you do with the drunken sailor? What would you do with the drunken sailor early in the morning? Which is to say, hi, I'm back. Thank you, Dee Dee. That's exactly what I wanted. Actually, shoot, I'll be back.
Hello? Hello. I would like pictures of cute baby ducks. Oh, those are very good baby ducks. I love them so much. Look at them. They're just little guys.
This is what I come back to?
Baby ducks.
Cute.
Okay, did the kids get them any good names? I have to know.
I also want to know the name of the ducks.
Meow.
Meow. Oh, I love
Hey.
that you have cutie little duck names like Lemon and Gracie, and then there's Bridget, which is a name less I have not seen on someone under 50 years old. I apologize to any Bridgets out there listening to this.
I feel like Bridget is a pretty good name for a duck, though.
Yeah.
What did I just walk into?
Bridget is a good bird name, just in general.
Yes.
Also, I was still I
Ducklings.
needed to move my hands during game, but I didn't want to be noisy, so I was designing another magical girl mask.
Yes.
Oh, hell yeah.
Leo core.
What?
Phantom L
Because
core.
the monocle.
Oh no! See, then we have to go to the source, and it's Kaito Kid core, considering it's Kaito Kid Day.
Yes, true.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad everyone's having fun.
It's a good game.
This has been
Audience,
so
are
much
you
fun.
guys doing good? Are
I'm
you
having-
self-caring? Okay.
I
Hell
have
yeah.
to say, the thing that Crystal handed me after like the whole Nurukai is Quinn's dad is the I was under the impression that Quinn had a good relationship with his father.
Oh no!
Oh.
You can say it.
Well, I think she was, but then we were going to break, and I'm like, probably wait till after the break to say that.
Yeah, after break you can break it. I just wanted to make sure we actually like. I should probably unmute myself on OBS. I
Crystal
wanted
says
to.
that and is just met with the matching scrunch faces again.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
okay.
Like all joking aside, I do tap the content warnings for Noriaki. Which, by the way, I'm gonna warn you, if I seem a lot more stuttery or like out of it while Noriaki's on screen, I have not played someone as genuinely on the evil alignment as him before. So I have to. I'm one of those people who has like the little stresses about playing not nice characters. So if you hear me stumbling, it's okay. I'm just trying to get to the mentality of I put the content warnings. I'm allowed to have a bad guy. His whole thing is being a bad guy.
Oh,
You're
I
allowed
pat
to
you
have
so
a bad
gently.
guy.
Do your before villain introduction affirmations. I'm allowed to play a bad guy. Just because bad guys are bad doesn't mean I, the player, am bad.
Also, you did give us content warnings, so we are all prepared going into this.
Yee.
Yeah.
The only one I forgot has been added on.
All right. As someone who gets extreme anxiety playing like really, really bad villains, looks at Tefkarka, looks at a character I have in a roleplay server that's completely disjointed from this entire universe. The fact that you're able to check in with us helps a lot. You are doing fine.
Okay.
Mm.
I'm just anxious. The worst person I've had is the Cardinal Case villain and the Professor Pathfinder, who, I hate to say it, are both very tame compared to the man you're about to meet.
You're calling them the worst when Aunt Penny's right there?
Aunt Penny is...
Listen, femme fatales are different.
Yeah, that is a different kind of thing. Okay, correction. Technically, the trick coin salesman. That's not mine.
Mm.
The disappearing coin trick. That's what it was. I was like, the trick coin salesman is something else, I swear. The disappearing coin trick was technically my worst, but he was very 2D.
Yeah, I get that.
He wasn't as bad because he was a textbook Saturday cartoon villain, kind of.
And he was intimidated by my noodle of a boy.
Yeah.
To be fair, Leo can be terrifying.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fair. I think that was the second time Leo had like tackled someone onto the ground and started pummeling them.
Yeah.
Let's not make Noriaki a third.
Make it a gag.
We'll make it a gag, but not with Noriaki.
Yeah, Leo did promise to be on his best behavior.
And
Leo's not the one I'm worried about tackling Noriaki and murdering him.
Listen, Arsene, Poe, definitely not Arsene. Who are you talking about? Poe can handle himself. He might be like this close to snapping. That is only if a situation gets out of his control.
Listen, he's just a little anxious because his favorite detective is Misty.
He's gonna get Leo for that.
Smiles.
Look, this is why we have Marian here. He's well experienced with diplomats. He knows how to handle himself. He can save the clowning until after they are out of the presence.
For a second, I thought you meant Marian was here to keep these idiot brothers from bickering too much.
I think both are fitting.
I mean, that too. Also, if you're in Bash, please look in Bash Gen.
Oh boy. Let me scroll over there.
Because I shared what I put in gallery in Bash.
Oh, I love that. Also, how are we all doing? We all ready?
Yep.
You want us to wait 5 more minutes or?
Still munching.
Eat your munch then. I'm like, I can't tell when people are back or not. If you want, Candle, you did want to do the one thing with Crystal, or do you want to wait till we like officially start?
Yeah, I can do that now. Give RV a bit of time to finish munch. Yeah, I think as they're walking in, Crystal is going to mention, I was under the impression that Quinn had a good relationship with his father.
Oh. Man, we really aren't saying that in the fucking Curse the Sword, huh?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, the fact that you both made the cringe sound at the same time kind of got me, actually.
Yeah. If that was
I-
like in character, then like I think Crystal is going to follow up with or at the very least that he thought highly of him.
That part's right.
Yeah.
It's listen,
I'm back.
oh, those are sirens.
They're coming for me.
No, they're coming from me.
What did I just walk back in on?
I live on like one of the most busy streets in my town, so that means that sometimes I hear sirens for a very long time because the vehicles are moving down them.
Ah, gotcha.
And also while Avi does a munch, I let Candle do something with Crystal, since it doesn't take place in like the actual next like section, just kind of like a little in-betweener.
Crystal's finding more information out about Norikai.
Noriaki?
Sorry, Noriaki. Don't mind me. I'm
Sorry, I just wasn't expecting you to
times.
say his name like that. I was like, huh? It took me out for a moment.
Valid.
I
My
mispronounce
brain
names
didn't even
all the
question
time.
it. My brain
So
just
I-
went, yeah, checks out.
My monster has been finished, so it is now time for me to chug water.
Good.
Take a fucking sippy.
Me and my 24-ounce water bottle.
Also, yeah, it very much is a Soul Eater cringe face.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dee Dee. Yeah. Let me see where I was.
So what has Crystal learned about Noriaki while I've been... Or do we want to wait till Avi is back?
Avi's still here. Avi's just eating.
Oh, fair.
That she got very cringe faces when she asked if Quinn, that she was under the impression that Quinn had a good relationship with his father, or at the very least, looked up to him a lot.
Oh, and then the cringe faces. Got it.
Yep.
Mhm.
Jazz Hands gives you complicated character relationships because the original source material treated my boy's life as a joke, and I'm never gonna not be salty over that.
You're so valid.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here. Hello.
Hello. Yeah, so let me try to remember where I was. Kind of just things for a moment before he's just. It's complicated and it's not exactly a realization that I want to push Quinn into before he's ready. Considering the nature of it.
Ah.
Mm.
He doesn't
Marian,
even realize he's gay. Usually that's a joke now. But...
Okay, good. Okay, good. You rolled good on that.
Uh-oh.
Everything is awesome.
Barbara just kind of gives a... are we still recording? You didn't pause
We're still
recording. Okay, cool.
I don't pause.
Some people pause, and I just wanted to make sure. I guess we're just getting right back into it, since we're all back. Before I start on my southern tangent.
I'm just letting people kind of do like minor in-character things because like people are eating stuff like that. So I'm letting people do like little 101 character interactions. While I wait for like a little confirmation from everybody that they're able to like talk, and I like put you into an actual big situation again.
Fair.
I find that this stuff's very good for like breaks.
Yeah. Poe mentioned the realization from Quinn, and there's a you know, the sigh, that sigh of like the Southern woman sigh. I don't know how to explain it other than the Southern woman sigh.
oh, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
She just goes, well, that bodes well.
Mm.
That's just okay. don't. Let's just not try and mess things up too much, I guess.
Don't even worry. I know what I'm doing.
The fact that you say that actually fills me with more fear, Leo.
Barbara snickers.
I don't trust like that.
She does look to Poe and Leo and says, I may not know the entire situation, but if you all need a little bit of comfort during this confrontation, just reach for my hand. And I will give it a little squeeze.
It begins the party connection.
And that goes for all of y'all, not just these two teenagers here.
I'm almost 18.
I'm just
You're
imagining.
still very young, Leo.
And I'm almost 50.
And I'm a 64.
Crystal's just like, oh, thank God I'm not the oldest here. I don't know what I would do.
Crystal voice, I am not the chaperone. Thank the gods.
Yeah.
No, we've got two people here who are far more willing to be diplomats than throw punches.
Yeah.
Barbara throws punches afterwards.
Okay, that's good because Crystal can do neither.
Oh.
Listen, we love her all the same.
Love her.
Okay. How about this? Instead of getting all a bit uppity, let me try and handle the introductions at the very least.
Well,
Why are you so quiet? Hang on.
What? Barbara does nod and go, I would also be willing to help you with that if you would want. I am an actress, so I can at least keep my composure in case something goes wrong.
I will admit I've never been that great in diplomatic situations, but I can help as needed and should be able to keep a level head.
That is good to know.
There is a glance to Leo.
okay.
I very much appreciate it, darling.
All I'm asking is that you don't punch him,
I'm not
or
gonna...
you stop me from trying to punch him.
That I can do.
Thank you.
I'll make you a deal. If you feel like you're about to punch him, just reach for my hand and squish it instead.
Kind of just nods at that.
Think of it as a stress ball. My hands are squishy.
I will be
It's
right
the
back.
Warren
Someone
in
just
me.
knocked on my door.
Well,
Uh-oh.
welcome to this commercial break.
We can have more pep talks outside the door. Also, can I just
She
say
kind of-
I love Barbara.
I'm glad you will. Oh my god, I'm starting to do the voice even when I'm not trying to. Ah,
It
My
comes for
Appalachian.
you.
my Appalachian, it's slipping. I'm glad you all like her. She's very motherly. She's looking at all of these younger people and going, I'm going to be the calming presence. She's a bard. She's mostly built for support.
I am your
I
mom
mute.
now. Do not resist.
Basically, yeah. I
What
mean,
I miss.
I'm
people
just
telling me
forever.
they like bard. Barb. God.
Bob
I'm
the
just
Bard
here-
Barbarian.
True.
I'm just sitting here forever thinking about how Marian is 5'1".
Ever so slightly shorter. The two youngest are taller.
Yeah, I think Crystal might be the shortest in this party because I think she's 5 foot.
So it's 5'1", 5'2", and then Leo and Poe. But Barbara does hold out a hand for Poe to take if he wants to test the squishiness.
He's not gonna take it, but he is unfortunately curious. He is a curious boy, so he will like prod at it.
It is. Well, she's part Warren, so she's Frockenalian Warren. And so it's that like weird sort of rubbery skin texture. I imagine the squishiness of her hands to be like mine, which sounds really weird out of context, but let me explain. I have baby hands, for those of you who don't know, and my hands have a lot of baby fat still on them. So my hands are very squishy because of all the fat in my hands. So they have you can squish them pretty decently. I've been told they're very squishy and very soft. So it's like that.
Love to see it.
That's very cute.
I do have baby hands, and people always tell me they think it's very cute. It's very annoying. I have to hold things with two hands.
Oh, I feel that. I
have to hold my water bottle with two hands to make sure it doesn't fall.
I don't have like baby hands in the same way, but I do have very small hands, and it can be very annoying sometimes.
Yes.
Damn. 3DS XLs must have been hell if you ever had one.
I had a first generation 3DS, and I think I got a 3DS XL, but I didn't use it very much. It's actually right next to me.
Hey, mood. Mine has Rhythm Thief on it.
Wow,
wonder
never saw
why.
that coming.
But yeah, Barbara is playing emotional support. If punch, hold hand instead.
Well, can I get a stealth roll from all of you?
Alright.
Okay.
Why are we stealthing?
Because you were kind of shit-talking the inspector as you walked into the police precinct. And remember that little warning I gave you at the beginning of this? Which was, I'm going to make you call.
That's a 23. Poe is a very polite young man who is a little bit soft-spoken because of the mask.
It's really funny that Barbara rolled a 24 because I've always imagined her hooves working like tap shoes.
Clip clop, clip clop.
Her little feeties,
It's carpeted.
yeah.
I'm glad to see.
Her little feeties just muffled the sound of their shit talking.
Yeah, because all of you rolled so high on that. Holy shit.
Blows a kiss to you.
My boy's a thief.
The high dex from being a bard helps, but also I do think it would be really funny if they're just walking along and it's like tap 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 tap.
You get to like the front desk sort of area. Yes, I am basing this off a certain animated movie that came out because I don't know what everybody's police station would look like, so we're going off the first one.
Don't tell me. Don't tell me. My first thought was awful. Go on.
Here?
Go on.
I want
Go
to
on.
know.
Show me.
I will elaborate if I'm right or wrong after Spec continues.
No, I want to know now, because if I need to change this, I can change this.
Oh no, by bad I mean furries, so...
Oh, bad guys.
No, but fair enough. The
But,
other
like-
furry movie.
Zootopia?
There we go.
Oh.
My brain went, is it fucking Zootopia?
Well, Doc, do I have some...
Oh
Oh, Wisdom.
For real?
Listen, I didn't want to do like, oh, here's the problem. Is my brain decided to, I need to give a way that you can get to Here's the problem. I can put you in two different situations. I can put you in two different situations, okay? We can either use Zootopia big city police precinct, which is you have a central hub where someone can help you, or we can do things like detective TV shows or crime TV shows or superhero TV shows where it is a one-floor building or even multi-floor building, but you get 0 directions. So would you either like to know where Noriaki is, or do you want to make a survivor roll?
No, I appreciate it. I just went, oh no, because furry movie.
Yeah, no, the only reason we're doing this is because the way they have it set up is very friendly for the sake of telling a story, which makes sense considering things.
You were so incredibly valid, and I love you.
But I'm not going to make you guys roll a survival, because as someone who loves detective shows, they all look the same. All the cubicles look the same. And then you'd have to be talking, listen, and then you guys would have to talk to a bunch of police officers. And I don't know if I think your characters can be nice to police officers long enough
Marian
to talk
can.
to them. One of them
Crystal can.
I'm glad that some of them can. I'm more worried about
Barbara can, because the police actually arrested the guy that was hurting her.
Yeah, so if you
She's not entirely a cab. She has some respect.
Will this change sometime in the future?
Probably.
Possibly. For the sake of the plot, it looks like this right now. I don't care if it's a real kind city. I
Under fucking standable. Mary's gonna go up to the desk.
Thank you. But yes, it's Zootopia. It's the Zootopia layout.
Fantastic.
But it's square shaped. Instead of a circle.
Square.
Marian is gonna walk up to the desk. And is there someone there? Just to be sure.
Yes, you are greeted by a about early 20s tiefling woman who tilts her head. May I help you?
Yes, bonjour.
She said that in Fort Cenan, by the way. I know I said that in English. She says it in Fort Cenan.
How many people in this party speak Fort Cenan?
I think Marian only knows hello, and do you speak whatever the equivalent of English is?
Common, I think.
So he is going to be like in very, very shaky Forcenanian. Do you happen to speak English?
Oh, yes, I do.
Okay, good.
I had to cause you psychic damage. I'm sorry. I have
No one
zero
tell
regret.
Lewis about this game.
I'm gonna
Oh,
tell you.
Lewis is gonna kill you.
Listen, I don't know how to do the accent.
Why do you think I never do a French accent?
I mean, when I try to do Lapis in my head, I just kind of go and I talk at the front of my mouth, and I do this. I just talk like this. I don't have any other thing.
1 second. I haven't spoken.
You don't need to do
You
that.
do not have to.
No, it is too late.
No.
We've lost him.
Oh no.
Too late. You've done this to yourself.
I'm gonna shrivel up and die.
I do. How may I help you today?
Yes. We are hoping to speak with the Inspector Noriaki. Is he in right now?
She kind of blinks at you twice and goes, "And why do you need to speak to the inspector?"
Well, we are here on. He takes a moment to figure out how to put this into words, and then he just decides on. Well, it's a matter that concerns his son.
What about the young Quinn? And you can insight that if you want.
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's not the best, but I don't need it to be the best because it's fucking stupid.
Oh, what is your modifier? It's so
Why?
weird to play a character who's not great.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
Crystal
so hard
didn't
to
do great.
stop.
See, I'm not playing a character that's great either, but she's getting good rolls.
Honestly,
Damn.
well, I will say you all passed this. Crystal gets a little less than the others, but it wasn't a really hard DC to pass. You can tell that she mentions Quinn's name with both affection and a slight worry to her face.
Oh.
Okay, Pup kind of leans over a bit, and is just, we're friends of Quinn.
She blinks and goes, "Friends? You do not look like you're from, well, your tunes."
Leo
Right.
actually leans forward and let me roll a history. Nope.
Uh-oh.
Not even gonna add his modifier because that was a crit fail. He doesn't know this person, but he leans forward and is like, "Oh, well, actually, I don't know if you recognize me. It has been a while, but you might recognize the name Layton."
Ah, the boy that Quinn used to talk about.
Yes, that boy. I'm his brother, Leonardo.
There is a cough from Poe as it sort of just devolves into a coughing fit as he goes to cover his mouth.
Are you
Yes, he's
okay
already
back
awake.
there?
Marian's gonna pat Poe on the back.
Are you
Don't-
alright?
Yeah,
Don't mind
yeah.
him, darling. He's just got a little bit of a cold. He's all right.
Oh, well,
There's a thumbs up.
if you need to see a doctor, then you can go right down the
no.
road there. I'm so sorry, Doc. It's gonna be like this.
No, I said oh no because I know the lore.
I'll be good. Thanks.
Oh boy.
As for the rest of us, we're friends from Einquell. We met him overseas.
Oh! Little Queen made friends over in Angst.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, well,
There's
that's
more
quite-
of them, but they didn't decide to come with us, which is all right.
That is quite nice to hear. Well, in that case, you can go take a seat right over there, and I will let the inspector know.
All right, thank you, darling.
Marian's going to saddle on over to the seats, and he's
So is
gonna
Barbara.
politely sit
Okay.
down, and then under his breath, he kind of just mumbles, "Oh, I never really liked the bureaucracy."
I think Crystal's actually going to turn to Leo and the. Should I be concerned that she seems surprised that Quinn had made friends over in Einquell?
And Leo kind of hand gestures and is like, back when Quinn and I hung out regularly over the summers, I think we were the only ones who hang out with Quinn.
Gives you emotions, gives you emotions, gives you emotions.
Just because like Crystal's not the most sociable person, but she's like Quinn at least had the vibes of someone who did well in social situations, and she's just like, I don't know how to put this information together.
To help poor Leo out, Poe will kind of once again poke himself over Leo's shoulder and just go, he had a lot of acquaintances, but he didn't really tend to let people in much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I do a bit?
Yeah.
All right. Continue. I'm gonna roll something.
Alright, he makes a bit of a wavy hand gestures. He's just, it's a little hard making friends when everyone already knows you.
Ah, right. The fame, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But as this is happening, Marian reaches into his hammer space under his the trailing bits of his scarf behind him. And he takes out a plate with a slice of cake on it, and he goes, "Anybody want a snack?"
I love him so much.
Oh, I'd love some. Thank you, darling.
I was probably still holding his undrunk tea from earlier. He's wearing a face mask.
It's probably gotten a little cold by now, so Barbara just kind of reaches over and casts prestidigitation and warms it up.
Yeah,
Thank
Crystal
you.
was gonna do that if Barbara didn't.
Still just holding his tea.
Before I forget, I want a little funny thing. So, as you can see, I am attempting the French accent. But I need you to know the hardest part about this is actually not the French accent. It's not slipping into whatever Marian has.
It's a fake Italian. Don't worry.
I know it's a fake Italian, but the fact that here's the thing: is every time since you've been speaking, I keep starting to want to add the to the end of things because my brain likes that sound. So I'm trying to speak in this accent, which I speak in them because they're both romance. I'm sorry, about to nerd out on you for about 5 seconds. They're both romance languages, which means I speak them in a similar fashion. But because of that, my brain keeps wanting to add a sound to the end of whenever I'm speaking, as if I was speaking French.
I told you.
And so I keep almost like if you hear me like a choke sound towards the end, it's because I'm trying not to say at the end of sentences.
You're so valid. A fun fact about French actually is that they don't tend to use as a filler word. They tend to go Yeah. I can't pronounce it exactly right, but it's more of like an E noise.
Yeah.
Like an
Don't worry, Spec. I'm trying really hard to not go southern when I'm talking normally. So
Wow, character voices.
Lamau, imagine.
it's because Barbara's voice is so easy for me to do because it's just my voice exaggerated.
Understandable.
I do want to mention, I forgot that Fort Cenan, they don't speak common there. So, Crystal does have comprehend languages, and I forgot this, but I don't think she would have, so I think she would have cast that before, getting, off the train or whatever she did to get
Barbara
here.
has tongues.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Doesn't comprehend languages only work on written and spoken? Not spoken, written and...
No,
Hang
it
on,
works
let me
on
check
spoken
something.
as well. You understand the literal meaning of any spoken language that you hear.
Yeah, so she won't be able to speak it, but she can't understand it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which means she can eavesdrop.
Barbara has
Yep.
tongues, which is the spell grants the creature you touch the ability to understand any spoken language it hears. Moreover, when the target speaks, any creature that knows at least one language and can hear the target understands what it says. That's a 3rd level spell, and she has 2 spell slots for 3rd level. So, if we need it. I forgot I gave her that.
Yeah, I will say, Fort Cenan is basically an offshoot of Common, mostly because I would feel really weird assigning a real life language which belongs to a real life cultural group to a fictional cultural group.
Yeah.
Which
Common, but
basically
to the
means
left.
that it's an offshoot of Common, so I kind of just leave it up to characters and players as to whether or not they know it.
It's like how Primordial has different sub-languages.
Yeah.
Mm.
Barbara might know a tiny bit just because she's been in romance movies, but it's
to mention,
the most cheesy shit.
Once again, nerding out a bit here. French, because it is because of the way English is set up and the way French is set up, you would be able to tell at least probably about a fifth of the words used, because a lot of French and English words do share roots sometimes, because Latin. So you wouldn't be able to tell the sentence being used, but you'd be able to recognize maybe a certain phrase or something like that. So it is, I would treat, it's definitely less of in a completely separate language and more of
You could recognize a certain je ne sais quoi, as they say.
Yeah.
Wow.
Welcome to Toonkind D&D, where we talk about real life language differences.
We have fun here.
We're so normal.
All
Damn,
right.
since when? Where?
Well,
Never.
oh baby,
Mackie! Mackie. God, I did it again. Mackie.
Maggie.
Mackie.
Maggie.
Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I have a Marzi safe one.
Yippee!
But you noticed, actually, why don't you all roll a perception for me?
Yeah.
Yay! Oh, good.
Oh, you can tell that. Your boy is sick. I'm so tempted to say baby boy, but he's not baby. He's not baby.
The bad rolls for Barbara are slowly coming.
Oh no.
Ah,
That's a 12.
this is on point
All
for Crystal.
right.
Oh, Crystal.
Leo, Marian, and Poe, you notice an extremely tall figure making his way through the precinct. You does not take a lot to realize who this is because he shares the exact same hair color, eye color, and skin complexion as, well, he's a slightly lighter, as, well, Marian wouldn't know this, but definitely Leo and Poe, which makes sense because you have seen him before. It is very obvious that this person has some relation to Quinn Queen. And dropping both the actual ref and the Marzi safe version.
Sunglasses.
Yep.
He doesn't deserve those glasses.
Listen, I had to make it Marzi safe. He has very distinct eyes. He has persona eyes, okay?
Mhm.
Look at his beautiful eyes.
What do you see with your special eyes?
My brand.
A
Yep.
group of idiots.
Did anyone
TM.
take the cake, by the way?
Barbara took the cake.
Barbara
Yeah.
took the cake. All right.
She said, "Thank you, darling."
Yeah. All right.
I
think
think it would be really funny if Poe grabbed a slice and then just handed it to Leo.
Leo sitting there scowling at it.
I think Crystal's
If you
pulled out
do-
a book, by the way. That's probably why her perception's so terrible.
Barbara is enjoying her cake and has probably started up a conversation with Marian. I don't know what they're talking about, but something.
I will say the cake was made by Princess Amanita.
Good.
It is very good.
Talking about the cake. She's asking about it. There we go.
Yee. But yeah, the moment Marian sees Noriaki come in, because I'm pretty sure that's who you're talking about, like
Yeah.
even just by his rep, he looks like he just has this vibe of like, oh, this is the man in charge.
Yeah.
Mm.
Which, based off how like everyone treats this man with like, there was like a little bubble of respect around him almost. Like people stand up a bit straighter. Like this man commands presence.
Yeah. So the moment Marian sees him, he kind of like straightens in his seat and then hops out of it, standing up to his full imposing 5'1".
Oh.
And like, yeah, if nobody is going to stop him, he's going to be the one who's going to greet Noriaki first.
Yeah, I think Poe's a little bit busy sorting himself out.
Crystal certainly isn't.
Unless someone points out Noriaki is there, Barbara has not seen him.
All right. In that case,
Don't mind me.
I think he would at the very least go. I'm trying to find the words. Give me a second.
You're
If
valid.
you want, Noriaki can say something first.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
This tall figure approaches you all, and as he stands next to you, he kind of looks over you all with a very neutral look. Are you the group that was trying to get information to meet me?
Yes, pardon. He's trying to say that in Fort Cenan, but he is doing his best to be respectful.
You get a little wave. Do not bother trying. I was informed you are not from the country, so I will speak common with you. Your variant of it, at least.
I did not hear that. My headphones are like going out again. Can you repeat that last thing you said?
Your variant of it, at least. AKA, I will speak English. Because it is a variant of Fort Cenanian's variant of comment, but he was informed that you all are from Einquell, which speaks at least you guys were speaking the English variants of common. So he is speaking the English variant.
Okay. So, no, literally, my headphones are going out. I don't know why.
You're still valid.
I just didn't hear you.
Yeah, no, I'm also speaking softer because I have to drop really low for his voice.
Understandable.
Yes. But my name is Marian Marcuscio, and these are my acquaintances. We came out here because we have been very worried about Quinn Queen, and we were wondering if it was possible to meet with you, preferably in a more kind of side glances the precinct secluded area.
Understandable. You may follow me this way then. And he just turns and starts walking.
All right.
Oh boy.
As he turns, Mary kind of casts a glance over his shoulder at everyone else, like, "Oh shit."
Yeah.
Leo makes the.
You go.
As I say, Leo makes the cringe face again.
Yeah, Poe's joining in on the cringe face and then shrugs.
So, fun fact, and I've talked to Spec about this too, about the mirrors between Quinn and Barbara. I don't know if you're going to edit in the reference in, but for people who don't know what Noriaki looks like, in his ref, he's sitting, he's got his hands in his pockets, and he's got very broad, sharp shoulders. And the posture and the energy, and his tie is like a lavender, but if you glanced at it too quickly, you could potentially see it as pink. I wonder who else that sounds like. So Barbara is kind of like a deer in headlights almost.
Yeah, I think Poe, Mr. fucking 22 passive insight, probably notices that and does hang behind to put a hand on Barbara's shoulder, like, you don't have to go in there. There's enough of us to figure it out.
No. I appreciate your concern, but I want to help Quinn. So
Yes,
I will go.
You can help in other ways that won't give you a panic attack.
She kind of recoils a little bit and is like, is it that obvious?
I'm very good at reading people, and I can assure you that it is not going to get better once you get in there.
She kind of looks away and then looks back and just kind of goes, I'll follow shortly after, but I'm going to take a moment to collect myself and then I will be there. I promise I'm all right.
Leo passes her the slice of cake he was handed.
He has two now.
More cake.
She shoves the other slice in her hair. Hammer space.
Hammer space.
Hammer space.
Hammer space.
Poe will nod at that, and it's just, yeah. You can join after you've finished your cake. That seems like that would probably give you enough time, and I'll trust you that you'll be fine.
I appreciate that, darling. Thank you.
And then he is scurrying off to go catch up.
Out of character, I'm very, very proud of you all for like having your characters self-care too. Like, I'm very proud of them. I'm very proud of them.
Barbara knows better.
They're doing the best they can.
Yeah.
Well,
I think Crystal just has a fairly like raised eyebrow at like the way that Noriaki did that.
You're
And it's
so
just
valid.
like it just like probably mutters to Marian as they're walking. He seems like loads of fun at parties.
Is that it?
very, very, very quietly, just I've dealt with people like him before.
It's just I'm glad someone has.
I will say it doesn't take Barbara long before she starts to catch up, so she will be there. There's no awkward entry.
I'm like, for the sake of her, I'm gonna say they get like caught in an elevator or something, and she's able to catch up then.
Okay, fair enough.
Stuck.
Barbara takes the stairs and beats them ahead.
God.
Yeah, because if she had asked the receptionist, she would have told Barbara where his office was located.
Just takes the other elevator.
Yeah, that one doesn't have that one doesn't have stops. So he guides you off the elevator and past the row of cubicles. Now we start to get into actual detective thing. Now that I don't have to worry about you guys being lost. Before he leads you to a room which I'm slipping into the accent. Before he leads you to a room which has like a little like, trying to remember the name of it. It's bumpy glass.
Like frosted glass?
Yeah, that's it.
I'm like, it's bumpy, so light gets through, but you can't actually see anything in it.
Yeah, that's
Frosted
frosted
glass.
Frosted glass, thank you. It has like a frosted glass, and you can see like a half hanging curtain down, and on the outside it reads Inspector Noriaki Queen. And he opens the door and motions for each of you to walk in, and it is not the largest room, but it is still notably big enough with 3 chairs and plenty of room for people to stand.
Marian's standing.
Yeah, Crystal's definitely standing too.
Barbara will sit. She is a polite woman. She will sit.
Yeah, Poe's probably standing because he's
Leo
probably
will-
gone in trouble with Noriaki before, and it's never been a good experience.
Leo pops out in the other chair next to Barbara and is like, Monsieur Queen, it's been a while.
I will say
Leonardo, Layton.
I will say Barbara is still a tiny bit shaky, but she's holding herself together pretty well.
That's good.
If you guys want to make a perception roll, you can for the room. If not, Noriaki will just go right through with responding to Leo.
All right. Okay.
Let's
Now
go.
Always fun to
you
roll
didn't need to
perception.
flex like that, buddy. But okay.
Oh,
It makes sense. Because I actually only had one thing planned for this room, and that's because, as Fletcher has heard, I've been oh my gosh, Marian. Okay, all of you. Have you noticed that?
I'm crying so badly, man.
Hey, don't worry. Barbara is
Okay.
Aw.
she's too focused on not freaking out over Noriaki
Yeah.
and Myra similarities.
Valid.
She's so valid. For the rest
That's
of
right,
you,
she has a wisecracking teenager sitting next to her.
yeah. You notice that the rest of you notice that his room is extremely, first of all, neat. Any of you who have met Quinn know that he does not tend to be neat with his work. On the other hand, everything in Noriaki's room is like put into an exact place. It is perfectly clean, perfectly dusted. Everything in that room is controlled order. Everything has a place. It is spotless. You also notice, for one, a couple of things hanging on the wall. You notice different like recognitions from the town, newspaper clippings, a lot of newspaper clippings actually, and even some certificates. And the one thing that it's very hard to see, but I'm going to say Poe moved just to the right side. It makes sense to why he gets the highest one, but this was the only one thing that I had hidden in the room. You notice sitting right smack in the right next to his stuff on his desk, turned away from the office desk, but you notice a picture frame containing himself, Quinn, and a lady.
Ah, boy.
Frank, I'm gonna kill you!
Hi, Avi. I love you, Avi.
Frank, I'm gonna fucking kill you!
Yeah. But it's facing him, so you would have to be at a very specific angle to be able to look around the desk to see it.
Understandable.
I think Avi's gonna kill me after this.
Yeah.
It makes perfect sense why Barbara wouldn't be able to see dick nor shit because she's too busy focusing on keeping eye contact and being polite instead of glancing all over the room like she desperately wants to.
Oh, Barbara.
Looking at Noriaki is not helping, but she is trying.
Oh, you know what I fucking forgot this entire game? Leo would have Camembert.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
Oh,
Okay.
boy.
I'm... Camembert... Does Camembert have a service dog vest?
Leo does have a service dog vest for
Okay.
Camembert.
What's he wearing it?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Then he was allowed in. Listen,
Listen, Leo knows how it works. He knows that to smuggle Camembert in places, he has to have a service animal vest sometimes.
Listen. Noriaki is a dick, but he allows service animals.
He's
I fucking hope
not
so.
that much of a dick.
I feel like Leo takes full advantage of that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because Noriaki would have absolutely kicked Camembert out if it was not for the vest. That's why I had to ask.
Okay, good. Because Marian would have just been like, no, wait just a second here.
Yeah, no. If with
Yeah.
the and also the receptionist lady would have also been commented on how very much of a good boy Camembert was.
Good. Good.
We all forgot about Camembert.
He would have like leaned over the.
Camembert is just always there. I forget to mention him.
You're valid. Yeah, no, she would have leaned over the desk slightly and cooed.
Oh.
So
Also,
Noriaki.
question about the certificates.
Yeah.
Who are they for?
They're for Noriaki Queen.
Any for a certain someone else?
I can't tell who you're talking about, and I'm scared.
Does he have any certificates or anything, or newspaper clippings or anything about Quinn, his son? Yeah, that's
Not
what
a
I fucking thought.
Not a single one up there.
Uh,
I'm gonna roll a d2 because I have commented one thing, and I'm going to decide if I'm violent tonight or. Yeah, we're no violence today. They're all
Good to
saved.
you.
But I have commented there is someone else he did keep newspaper clippings of.
Okay, thank God.
Yeah.
But I rolled a no on the dice, so there's none of those in his office. His office is dedicated to his own achievements. Thank you very much.
What an asshole.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Okay.
I said Poe's not going to comment on that. He's noted this all, filed it away, and that's it. He's just gonna see how Noriaki acts first.
I could be a little mean to Poe because he did get a 31.
Oh.
You do see Quinn's name mentioned in a few papers, but all the papers focus on Noriaki. And
Okay.
so, like, Quinn is not erased, but Noriaki is the focus.
I need to
Only
say,
you get that because of 31. Tiny letters.
I need to say that like the neat room and stuff is not bothering Crystal at all because this is how she likes to operate as well.
Yeah, no, the,
You're
the
so
neat
valid.
thing was less of like something's wrong and more of the kind of give you an insight into how this man, you know, that like how you could tell a lot about a person based off how they organize their desk. Like his room is very muted colors with like everything in a specific spot, and a lot of it's within reach.
My first thought was, does he kind of sounds like he has OCD. Like, genuinely.
I know. Listen.
That's not in like an insulting way or any way.
I know. I wasn't gonna say it, but yes, yes. I can say that I have that. Yes, he
You're
does.
so valid.
Right, like that's why I was trying. I wanted to specify that. Like, I'm not saying that in a bad way.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
saying
as someone
it
who,
sounds like he does.
yeah, no, as someone who, yeah, he does have it. But his is less of like a high case. We're not getting into the psychology of this man, okay?
No. I just wanted to point it out. Barbara wouldn't think anything of it because she's not paying attention. But you know, I, as the player, noticed it, and I wanted to say something.
Yeah, no. I very much wanted to give him like a very like, as someone who has that using experiences, that I will explain later.
Yeah.
As you get more into his character, I did give him stuff like this for a reason. I've
I hold you.
You could ask Fletch who knew my mind for while planning for this game, handing me character development and shit. It's horrifying. I hate it.
Suffer. But yeah. What was
so
he gonna?
Leo, Leo says hello. Says bonjour, monsieur, and he goes, bonjour, Leonardo. I did not think I'd ever see you again.
Marian hearing this, and he just very quickly sweeps in. Yes, Leo was telling us a little bit about you on the way here. He did mention quite a bit about your achievements.
I'm rolling an insight for Noriaki. He's just handing me raising an eyebrow, looking at Leo.
It's really good that Marian stepped in what they did, because Leo immediately handed me, you know me, survivability of a cockroach.
Barbara
Leo
will.
Why did you think I was gonna be dead?
Crystal handed me protective instincts. That comment.
Yeah. It's fine. We don't need to think about what Poe's doing. He's just standing here. It's a very good thing he's wearing a face mask.
I will say Barbara would have, because unlike me, who gets quiet when I'm anxious, Barbara talks. So she goes, yes, he told us quite a lot about your achievements and what you do for a living, and it's quite respectable.
I love you all so much.
I know that's a 28. I know.
28, and Marian has a 0 in charisma.
Okay, I'm going to ask, did Leo at all say any achievements, or were you only shit talking?
No.
I mean, he did say what he does and that, like, what his role is in the city.
Okay, yeah, Leo said that he is famous and well known and an inspector.
Yeah, which
it's true.
That is true. And Marian, look, inspector is not a rank to sneeze at.
Yeah. And Noriaki is going to
you're also like famous for it is impressive to Marian.
Yeah. Noriaki raises an eyebrow, and he looks over your entire group with a very knowing look. And that does not sound like Leonardo.
Hold on, I rolled deception to see if Barbara could hide that she was nervous, and also to see if she could convince him that that was actually the truth, because, she also said, like, yes, he talked about your achievements and stuff. I rolled a nat 20.
Good God.
Oh my god.
He,
31.
Okay.
yeah. So
So much
in
for
that,
that 3 whiz save earlier.
yeah, in that case, he does say what I said. He's like, that does not sound a lot like Leonardo. And then he pauses and, okay, I'm tapping the content warnings again because we're getting into the Noriaki. Okay,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Nuts,
Ready,
nuts.
We're good.
remember
we're good.
we can call for a pause at any time.
Yep.
Okay, now that I can play bad character, and that's okay. It's okay to play bad.
Remember your
Holds
remember
you.
your affirmations.
You're
I mean,
good.
if it helps, Poe was going to say something.
Yeah,
Oh.
well, Noriaki was gonna say something, especially considering he believes Barbara.
Yeah.
That does not sound like the Leonardo I knew. I'm glad to see, though, that you have matured in your years.
Marian's not saying anything about that.
Yeah.
Barbara gives
okay.
that southern woman hum again.
Can I
Then-
speak, please?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah, Poe is. It's a good thing he's wearing a face mask, but he does sort of somewhat impulsively go, yeah, a lot can change in some years. Okay, Iggy, have you decided it's violence time? Come here. Okay, I have him.
I thought that was in
Indeed.
character for a moment.
No.
Anytime I hear Iggy, my brain just goes, yes, it's Iggy time.
Okay.
But yeah,
You are right, boy. A lot can change over the years. I'm glad to see that these changes were for the better.
Before we get too caught up in the past, though, Inspector, there is the matter of your son that we were hoping to ask you about.
Yes. Ask the questions you wish to.
Well, you see, we happen to be acquainted with Quinn Queen, and ever since he left for Fort Cenan, we have not exactly been getting any form of communication from him, and well, we're getting very worried about him. Have you, by any chance, heard from him?
Indeed. We met up as soon as they got back here.
That.
what has...
Sorry. Did you want to go?
Yeah, alright, but what's happened to him since, is the question.
Yes.
Oh.
It's been, as far as we are aware, that would have been still several weeks ago that happened.
Oh.
Yes. We're just a bit worried.
So, fun fact. I wanted to roll a deception real quick before we started talking, but I just wasn't going to do it. But I just rolled it now. I'm not going to make you insight. This man's kind of worried.
Oh.
But he's very much trying to hide it behind that little neutral facade. But yeah, you could tell
Oh my
that
god,
this
he
man
rolled a
is-
nat 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This man is worried. Well, Quinn arrived, and we spent some time together, and he hung out in the city for a while before he went on a case for me.
And I'm guessing he hasn't come back from that.
Quinn has a history of not solving cases the fastest at times.
I'm going to move over to Leo and gently place a hand on Leo's shoulder.
Leo has been carefully keeping quiet ever since the "I'm glad to see you've matured" comment.
The offer is still there for Barbara, for holding Barbara hand. She will sort of silently offer it.
Yeah, he doesn't want to put any more stress on Barbara right now, and Leo is him brother, so
I think Crystal is actually going to speak up now. When exactly did he go missing? Or when was the last
Missing?
time you saw him, I suppose, since missing is hard to determine so far.
A little bit over a week ago.
I see. And when he's disappeared on other cases, as you seem to insinuate, how long did he tend to be gone for?
Well, his record right now is over a year.
That's not what we are asked.
Love hearing all the people breathe.
Barbara does kind of adjust her posture in a way, like, in that sort of way where, like, like you would clear your throat, but she isn't. She's just kind of doing it, and she goes, "Aside from his ventures in Einquell."
Yeah, no,
Sorry, I
Mary-
want to let you know, Leo has been handing me, like, I've been sitting here gritting my teeth because that's what Leo's been doing since the mature comment.
I am
Very
so
fair.
sorry, Leo.
Leo, you do feel Poe's hand sort of tighten on your shoulder a bit.
I'm so sorry to all of you. I warned you.
No, we
no,
we
it's
know.
all in character. Do not worry.
Yeah.
We're not-
Yeah, this is all in character.
Add a
sorry.
character, it's great.
Okay.
Once again, our characters do not reflect ourselves.
I
You're doing
know.
great.
I'm just anxious.
You're
I
doing
know
great,
this, and I love
sweetie.
you. You're doing great.
Remember your affirmations.
You can be a little evil if you want to.
Glad to hear that Fletch supports Spec wrongs. But yeah, no. Well, and besides his looking into that case, about a week normally.
And how long has it been?
It's
Just a little over a week, considering he's probably a little rusty on his skills. I'm not surprised.
So it's longer than he normally is missing for.
By only half a week.
Well, even so, I imagine that you would be quite worried for him as his father.
Of course I am.
Yes, I happen to be a father myself. Marian clears his throat. And he goes, out of curiosity, and I know that there is some manner of discretion with such things, but would we be able to know what kind of a case he went on, or at the very least where he went?
I mean, of course. Though I must ask, I am guessing that you're planning on looking for him.
Well,
we are here to make sure that he is all right.
and as his father, would you like to have confirmation at the very least?
Oh, I would. That's why I'm considering asking since you're going to be looking for him anyway, and it will allow him to get back sooner, I was going to, since I'm seemingly going to give you at least some details of the case anyways, I was going to ask that you try and either help him solve it or take care of the situation on your own. This way, of course, he can get back sooner, rather than you finding him and get him staying away, doing whatever he knows, trying to solve the case.
Just so it is known, none of us here are in the profession of, well, Marian aside, in professionally solving cases, but we do. She doesn't know that.
Yeah, no, that in character as Poe looks away.
It's just the eye twitches. The like. What she's trying to say is we cannot guarantee that we will solve the case, but we are all willing to assist Quinn in any way necessary to ensure that he can complete it and come back safely.
Well, in that case, then I see no reason in not sharing information with you. Are you?
She's not going to make the. Sorry. She's not going to let them promise to solve a case when none of them professionally do that. Like, she is not letting them walk out with that.
Thank you for doing that, Crystal, because Marian absolutely would.
Barbara would have said something like, I'm an actress, not a detective. Like, she would have said something too.
I'm really glad that Marian did not promise, because, remember those content warnings?
Oh, thank God. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, there has been a situation along the edge of one of the forests in Fort Cenan. There is a band of criminals that have been causing trouble. I sent Quinn to help to go take care of them, either to get them to stop their ways or to turn themselves in.
You sent Quinn alone into rural Fort Cenan?
Marian blinks and looks over to Poe, very confused.
I was trying to compose himself right now.
A smaller party would work better, and if he had asked for company, I would have sent any officer with him. However, he seemed quite confident in doing it by himself, and I trust him. He's not exactly a magic user, so it would not be a problem for him.
Oh no! Oh no!
I'm hearing Bobby just die in the background.
Barbara is keeping her mouth shut. She is going to ask questions later because she doesn't understand why that would be a problem.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
Crystal's
Marian
not.
also doesn't know why that.
I think Crystal's gonna. Pardon, but we're not from here. Why is that a concern?
Well, those who use magic consistently, it's not as much of a problem if it's just a cantrip or two, which is the most Quinn probably would have learned, or that's at least all he's mentioned to me. Anything stronger than that can result in... Fort Cenan's forests have a tendency for the magic in the air to corrupt spells casted. It's why almost all spellcasters exist within the city. If you plan on going outside of the city, either you don't use magic, or you don't have magic.
Out of character, I'm dying. I'm like literally dying.
Every word Noriaki is saying is making me grimace, and I love it.
Oh, it's good fun.
Like, I am dying in the way that like this is so fucking good and so fucking funny because Noriaki doesn't know about the owls.
The dramatic irony in all of this is wonderful, and I'm eating it.
Yeah, no,
Looks like the one thing Quinn doesn't know. He's a paladin.
Yeah. Like, even if Quinn, because here's the thing, is Noriaki at most would know that Quinn has some magic, but that's the reason he added on the Quinn is smart enough not to use it, because while he does have suspicions that Quinn does know more magic than just cantrips, just because Quinn would have had a lot of trouble hiding that, especially things like detect magic, stuff like that, he does have enough faith in Quinn and that Quinn knows how Fort Cenan works to believe that Quinn would not attempt to use magic while in rural Fort Cenan. So while
buddy.
yeah. Listen, he gives Quinn a little too much faith sometimes. Sometimes he doesn't give Quinn any faith, and then sometimes he gives him way too much. But
I think it's also really funny because Barbara probably also doesn't realize Quinn has any magic more than cantrips because no one's told her about the oath.
Yeah, here's what, like, Quinn would not have told his father about the oath just yet because Fort Cenanians are atheists. How do you explain that to your conservative dad? You don't.
You don't.
You don't. End of discussion. So like, if Quinn ever got directly asked, would he lie? No. Is it gonna come up in conversation? No.
But
yeah.
Oh, this is so great. Out of character, this is great. I'm dying and I love it.
Spec, one of my favorite narrative tropes is dramatic irony. I want you to know
you're gonna get so much of this.
I love
game.
dramatic irony.
You're gonna get so much of that this game.
Yeah. Also, Marzi, unclench your jaw, by the way.
Oh yeah, thank you.
I get the feeling that you're just sitting here clenching your jaw this whole time.
Maybe.
Marian kind of like looks at like between Noriaki and Poe at this information and he multi-classed into wizard. He's been learning magic from his younger bro. And he's a little disappointed that he can't use it. Anyway.
How do you think Crystal feels? She has like 6 levels in wizard.
I would like to remind people that Barbara doesn't realize she's a barbarian yet. So she still thinks she's a straight bard.
Oh boy.
I'm sorry that she thinks she's straight.
I'm glad I wasn't the first one to make that joke.
Oh, I'm so glad.
I'm glad you took the bait. Thank you. This room full of spellcasters.
Marian takes a deep breath and he just goes, all right, no magic in ruros for Cenan or else
Or else unknown. It's wild magic. There are people who have casted very strong spells while deep in the forest and nothing has gone wrong. However, they are very few and their lives have been spared by the rhythm itself. It is not something you want to tempt. Like I said, that's why I did not mind sending Quinn in, is because I know him and he is smart enough to not try and use magic while deep within the forest. He has always had an understanding of the consequences of such behavior.
I am fucking crying.
Every time you have said that, I've started cackling.
I think Poe is looking over at Leo at this point.
Oh, boys, can I punch him? Please, can I punch him? Please, can I punch him?
Leo looks up at Poe, and they have that sort of wordless eye conversation of, if I don't get to hit him, you don't get to hit him, you shit.
This time Barbara is just gonna take Leo's hand. No punch. She can feel it.
Marian is just going to try and keep this conversation moving because more than half of our party is indisposed by rage. And Maki is meowing outside my door again. Give me a second.
Aw, baby crimes.
Crystal's face at just he's smart enough to not to use it is just like, are we talking about the same Quinn here?
Yeah.
And Variant's just gonna keep this conversation moving because, oh boy, we don't want to linger on that lest someone gets clocked in the jaw. And he's just then What of these criminals you've sent him after?
Well, they are quite literally wild magic users, and they have embraced the danger that comes from that magic. They have been terrorizing a local town, and I fear that as time goes on, not only will their numbers grow, but also their audacity. And considering they have learned to embrace the dangers of the wild magic, I am concerned that they would unleash it upon others as well in their recklessness.
So, they're sorcerers?
No. They are druids.
I feel like there's like a because there are so many tunes in this room, there's like a collective ...
Mm.
Yeah, Poe sort of winces.
I'm gonna roll an insight.
There's
All right, I'll roll.
Barbara does straight up just go, audibly. She hums.
I will roll deception.
You are
Really?
lucky
Like
because
straight
you
up
rolled very
wasn't
low on this.
expecting druids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would you normally expect when you hear of a dangerous class?
Okay.
I'm gonna roll deception
Uh-oh.
on Barbara's end as well.
Uh-oh. Oopsie.
Because she did just go,
Uh-oh.
very
Oh,
loudly.
no.
Hello?
Fletcher, what the fuck did you
Uh-oh.
do?
Oh no.
I rolled bad. Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Noriaki
Damn.
does catch the flinch. Uh-oh.
Noraki tilts his
Barbara
head.
did roll a dirty 20 on the deception. Could be
Good.
wrong here.
Noraki tilts his head slightly. Is there something wrong, boy?
My friend has experiences with druids, you could say.
Ah, I'm so sorry for you. I hope you're okay now.
Just
I am fucking crying. I'm gonna delete this fucking.
All right. I'm
Barbara-
gonna roll another deception for him saying that everything's okay.
I
Please
will
let
say,
that be enough.
I'm not gonna roll inside again, so it'll be enough.
All right. But you were saying, Doc?
Barbara does go, I will be honest with you. I was not expecting you to say druids. Though I suppose that is a regional difference between you and us. We more accurately associate wild magic with sorcerers. But it is good you told us. We would have expected sorcerers instead of druids. Different magic, of course.
Yes,
Very
yes.
nodding with this.
Yeah,
The
Crystal is
sorcerers-
too.
Can be a trouble, but druids tend to be the troublemakers of Fort Cenan instead. Their very nature means that they embrace the magic which is integrated quite literally into our country, which is the same wild magic which poses such a danger. Although they are less dangerous normally within cities where the wild magic has been tamed a lot, they can, out in the rural lands, they tend to be a lot more hostile and lethal.
Alright. I want to roll an insight for a very specific reason.
Okay.
Mm.
I want to see if Marian can tell how much of this is genuine concern druids causing havoc and how much of it is actually like
It's piece of shit.
bias.
I'm going to roll insight as well, but I'm not
Holy shit.
Oh.
I was gonna say I wasn't expecting her to roll high, but that was an 18.
Barbara handshake Marian.
Oh, hell yeah.
Well, it's a dirty
Okay.
18. It's not a
Oh.
straight 18, but
I'm about to ruin both of your days.
Oh, no.
oh,
You
no.
gotta
Because this is something I was given a little too much power with. The most dangerous kind of people are the kind of people that you could meet in real life, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Everything Noriaki says, he believes with full confidence. So you cannot tell the difference between this, no matter what kind of insight you do, because they are exactly the same. They're Noriaki.
I think that gives Marian just enough to work with, though.
Yeah, you like that in its own is a very telling thing that you cannot separate bias from statement.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
Mhm.
Barbara probably also has that sort of something not as extreme, but she was a B-movie actress, and there is a reputation with that, you know?
Yeah.
And
So,
some people cannot tell the difference between bias if a movie is bad because it's actually bad, or if it's just bad because it's B-movie. So it's not the same thing, but it's something she can connect.
yeah, so that's one of those things that like it's very hard for me to give you more than that because it's not like there is a distinct line that could be like, oh, he is purposely lying because he doesn't like them. Everything he says with utter confidence and truth. And
I think that's kind of what Marian was looking for, actually.
so like, yeah,
I like to think Marian and Barbara share a look.
Very, very quickly, but yes.
Yes, like a very quick, like they both glance at each other like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Toon logic, toon gag.
the entire room freezes and they look at each other, then look at the camera, then the room unfreezes.
Looks at the camera like they're on The Office.
Yeah. Because, like, Marian won't deny, like, personal experience, but then again, personal experience creates bias.
Mhm. Hands you a complex society.
Chef's
Hell
kiss, the
yeah.
world building.
The world building! Mwah!
You can thank Marzi and Fletch for giving me access to this little portion of the stuff.
Hey.
Oh yeah, it's fucking great. I love this world. I love this world building.
Yeah, it's great.
But yeah. Anything else you wish to say to Noriaki?
I'm trying to think. There was another question and then I lost it. Give me a second to see if I can remember it.
Because he will inform you of any details of the case, such as where you can get where the town that's being terrorized is, stuff like that.
Oh yes, that's what it is. Okay. Well, you mentioned that they were using wild magic of the countryside to terrorize the local towns. Was there anything like specific that they were capable of doing? Like,
Well, any of my men which I have sent there, and any people which the town has sent there, I have heard have not returned. Furthermore,
Inspector Noriaki, and there is genuine concern when Marian interrupts.
Noriaki kind of glares a bit about you interrupting, but does not say a thing.
Inspector Noriaki, did you just say that you've sent men there and they have not returned?
Yes, not long before Quinn arrived. About a month or so, maybe 2.
And
I'm gonna roll a deception because I actually don't know how long this has been going on.
All right.
Well, that's still a pretty high number, so I'm gonna guess this is a lie. I was gonna let the dice decide if this was a lie or not. I was gonna let the dice decide my level of violence for once.
uh-oh.
Cool.
Barbara can't even beat that unless she gets a nat 20.
Yeah, Marian got a nat 20 on the
Oh.
insight roll, and his insight mod is a 4.
Okay, Leo's smelling that bullshit, huh?
Barbara, unless someone stops her, she's going to go, remind me again, Inspector Noriaki, how old is Quinn?
He is... Okay, here's where things get a little complicated. Because we don't know how far into the future this is, he could be 18, technically.
Can't just say his age.
Yes, so he says his age. It's either 17 or 18, depending on how far into the future we have this.
Alright.
There's a little bit of a grimace. Mostly because the
Marian-
word teen is still in there.
Marian kind of takes a sharp breath, but he's not gonna say it. He's not gonna say he's being respectful. He's trying to get information. He is here to help.
Marian handshake. Marian handshake. Fucking one
Poe?
moment.
Poe.
Yeah, Poe. The names are hard.
I told you so
There's
good,
4
Poe.
of them now.
Yeah.
There's 4 of them now.
And
Sorry, I'm just like, I think I might need to roll something for Crystal because with the admission that he sent his teenage son alone into a situation where people have disappeared before, because yeah, that was definitely something that she did not want to hear.
yeah,
Like I
Marian,
said, I put
yeah.
content warnings on this game for a reason. Self-care.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, we're doing good.
We are doing good, I
We
promise,
are.
Spec. Our characters are having a time, but I think we're fine.
Yeah, I'm fine. Marian
I'm
is
good.
just having a Marian is having a
Dad
you're
moment.
a dad and you sent him to do this alone?
Barbara is having a mom moment and having the exact same thought.
I said that Noriaki was handing more complicated character development. I never said for once that he was going anywhere near the good end spectrum.
That's
Very
great.
valid.
We love to see it.
He was just becoming more complicated and realistic.
God, I think
And I mean, he did get that deception at the beginning. You can tell he is worried. So it's not like he's just like, oh yeah. Like, this is a worried father, but he's also really stupid and not a good father.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's a 13. So I don't know. I think that's probably enough that she's not going to say what she wants to because like this isn't the time or place for it. But it's very, very obvious probably on her face that she is not impressed with that like decision.
Marian is going to take a deep breath and let it out, and he's just all right. I see. Please continue.
Thank you. As I was saying, they have also supposedly, I have not been out there myself to investigate, but I'm sorry, I saw the dice roller.
Listen, it's fine.
Clench your jaws.
I literally put a mint in my mouth to stop me from clenching my jaw.
You're so valid.
I'm so sorry I'm doing this to you both. Like, genuinely.
No, it's
No, you're good.
out of character. I'm having a great time. You've seen the boys. You've seen the stuff I've suggested. Fuck. You've seen the stuff I've subjected the boys to.
Yeah.
I love how you so suggested. My brain was just like, ah, yes, you have handed me many knives. And like, I didn't question it. I was just like, yeah. Yes. Love you, Fletch.
Love you too.
We are
Fletch.
siblings with a lot of knives.
Indeed. But you know, I have heard supposedly that they have been messing with the crops. However, that one, I haven't had any actual legal documentation of it to confirm that, so that as of the moment stands as just a rumor.
I'm sorry, the way that you said rumor just took me out for a moment.
Yeah, I almost mistook it for Ruma, and I was like, what?
Rumor.
Rumor.
Rumor. I'm sorry, I remembered my accent like towards the very end of that sentence.
You're so valid.
I'm so focused on speaking low enough to be him that I keep forgetting the accent too.
You don't need to do the accent, beloved. You're good.
Consider it adds to the world building. And also,
Consider we're all American. Except for
I can't
Candle.
believe you say that about Candle.
I added it except Candle at the end of it. You didn't let me add that.
I can't believe I can't spit aside.
This is candle erasure.
God damn it.
Lamau.
Your Americanness is showing.
Yeah, you're right. It is showing.
Oh, we are all awful.
Correct.
But yeah. Okay. Your boy has to take some deep breaths, and when I say you boy, I mean Poe and not me.
I figured. I mean, if you wanted that.
No, I'm
Information.
fine. I'm just trying to see if he is wise enough not to say what is on his mind.
Is he? Do you want to face the consequences of your actions?
Marian is trying so very hard, man.
He is
Oh.
holding his tongue. That is a 16.
I'll be honest, the only reason Crystal hasn't said anything yet about the absolutely atrocious workplace health and safety here about sending a child out into the field is because they agreed beforehand that they needed to be diplomatic here.
Yeah.
Mhm. Okay.
Everyone else in the room, Barbara has that like very forced, pleasant smile. That I'm gonna write off of that nat 20 by saying Noriaki doesn't pick up on it, but because of rule of funny, everyone else in the room can tell she's got a very pleasant, forced smile right now.
Barbara's fucking pissed.
Yeah, I wonder why.
That's her child, you fucking idiot.
It's fine.
Supposed to be his child.
Her child too now, bitch.
Barbara voice. Yeah, you don't deserve him.
derogatory.
Mine now.
Basically, yeah.
Anything else?
I don't have any other questions. I look to my party members.
Yeah.
I have like
And
thoughts on the magic stuff, but I really don't think Crystal is going to ask Norikai about that.
Fair.
Barbara will ask because I realized we have not gotten this information yet. Barbara kind of adjusts her position again in her chair, and just kind of goes, and you mentioned the outskirts of the woods, but I don't think you ever mentioned the name of the town or the forest or anything like that.
Well, the
Oh,
name
shit, hang on, I'm
of...
getting a phone call.
Okay.
You know, if this is in the future, I realize that I could probably do something funny.
Oh,
Oh.
no.
Oh.
Because at present time, Camille has not yet realized some funny things that he can do because of his funny druid class. But he probably knows at this point.
Oh?
He might shit talk with Leo telepathically.
Fucking hell yeah.
Wow.
Perfect. Honestly, I think you should. Enrichment. But that's up to Spec, of course.
I mean, if they want to do stuff telepathically, I won't stop them.
Mhm.
And there will be no consequences for doing that as of the moment.
Yes, since this is
This is the city.
yeah.
Hee-hoo.
Hee-haw.
Yeah. Welcome to consequences of the mini campaign.
It's fine.
Consequences of my actions teaching me right now. I've been enjoying this immensely.
I'm
same.
glad. Very fun.
It's funny because Barbara is still like nervous, but like at this point she's more bewildered and angry than nervous. As soon as they get out of this precinct, she's going to melt.
Oh,
Yeah, I will admit that is one of the upsides of Noriaki is he can make because of Noriaki, for better or worse, he's really good at spurring people into action.
Yeah.
yeah.
Marian's like mentality right now is that okay, they got the information they needed. As soon as this conversation is over, he is assuring everybody out of the precinct so they can just fucking let it out.
We love to see it.
Barbara
he's
handed me a
doing
very
her best.
vivid image of what she looks like during this entire conversation, and I had to draw it out.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Let me do some anatomy scaling really quick here.
Hi, I'm back. Sorry.
welcome back. You want to know something funny? You want to know something funny?
What's up?
Since this is some nebulous point in the future, probably knows about his funny subclass features, at least in some capacity. So he's handing me that he might telepathically connect with Leo to shit talk.
Oh, how they both need it.
Yeah,
Can I add
Enrichment.
Can I add something onto that?
yeah,
Jeannie could have probably told him about it.
probably, yeah. Once they realize some things. Yeah. So there's at some point, Leo does get a little mental knock, as it were.
Yep. And let
And
him rubber, so he is let in. And they're just shit talking together.
yeah, right. At some point during the conversation, they both seem to relax greatly, and that is 100% because they're mentally shit talking.
Yep.
Oh, so there's the drawing.
Oh,
Gosh.
Oh, Barbara.
It is so
Just that,
fantastic.
mm. It's fine.
And now
Don't
you-
even
Everything's
worry.
fine. Everything's okay. We're good.
It's
Anyway, we're
fine.
learning.
It's fine, it's cool, it's chill.
I think Barb was about to ask about the magic.
No, it was about the town.
Location.
Oh yeah, the town name.
The name of the village that you are going to is Idiot Green. It's right next to the Idiot Green forest, though technically that is part of a much bigger forest. It's just Idiot Green's the name of the area near the town.
Mm.
It is green. All right. I will
And
make sure to remember that.
do we know what kind of druids they are?
No details, just that there is a notable amount of them.
Whew.
All right. Cool.
Is there any other information we should know before we head out?
Not that I can think of.
In that case, Inspector Noriaki, may I please make a suggestion for the future?
He
Very-
raises an eyebrow.
He kind of slowly turns to look at you.
Yes.
I don't mean to tell you how to do your job. However,
Eyebrow raises more.
I do think that you'll find that success rates of investigations increase dramatically when the investigators are not alone.
Yes, no, I'm quite aware, but like I said, Quinn was more insistent upon doing this by himself.
in Poe's head is just, yeah, fucking get his ass.
Crystal handed me she wants to add "or teenagers" to the end of that sentence, that recommendation.
Barbara really wants to add. Really wants to add something about him only being 18, but she's making that face. She's
Yeah, well,
Listen,
that's
You guys
why.
can say whatever you want. I'm not stopping any of you.
I think that's it. If this conversation is over and they can't think of anything else to ask or to get information on, I think Marian is just gonna go, "Oh, right. Well, I don't suppose you would happen to know the best way to get there."
Oh, yes, I can. Since you are doing this under my help and to help me, I can arrange for a ride to get you out there.
Oh, that would be much appreciated.
Of course. It's the least I can do, with thanks.
Thank God for Marian, the one holding the brain cell right now.
He's doing so hard. He's trying to hold himself together so hard.
I'm sorry that Poe is a teenager and probably got egged on by Leo just a little bit.
I'm sorry that Poe is gay.
Yeah, because there is one more fuck you he wants to add.
No,
But he
go
does-
ahead.
He won't do that until the very, very end.
Okay.
And he's
Mm-hmm.
he probably does mention to Leo through the mental link that he really does he's gonna mention that his plan, his very bad plan, is to personally inform Noriaki that he should not hold that year-long gap against Quinn.
Leo voice, get his ass. Get his fucking ass.
Oh God.
Oh boy.
But yeah, he's not gonna do that until the very, very end because he's planning on being the last one to leave the room for this reason.
Okay, I'm going to warn you. Noriaki handed me how he's going to respond to that.
Yeah, no, I hate to inform you. Marian was purposefully handing me being the last one to exit to make sure that everybody got out to avoid something like that.
Yeah.
Like I said, I am a person who will allow you to face the consequences of your actions, but I am warning you, those will have big boy consequences.
No, Marian's not fucking risking it.
Like
You know
as
what?
your DM, I do have to give the warning of, okay, I'm gonna let you fuck around and find out, but I'm gonna warn you, there's a lot of finding out with that one.
As soon as everyone agrees that they're ready to leave, Barbara is going to very tunishly try to shove everyone out the door because she wants out.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. If that's like everything, Marian will also help usher everybody out.
Yeah.
Hee-hoo.
Hee-hoo.
just in the boys' conversations, just damn it, no.
There's just the mental disappointed snap of fingers as they're ushered out.
Yeah. I think at the very least, Marian will be like, thank you for your time very much, Inspector Queen. We will see what we can do.
Thank you very much, and make sure you do return with my son.
And Marian's just gonna nod and usher everybody out.
For one last
Barbara just
time.
handed me something and I don't know if she should say it.
I do have the like Crystal handed me the line of rest assured we will do our best to make sure we get him back safely.
Oh, Barbara just handed me something and I don't know if she'd say it or not.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I'm gonna roll a D2.
Alright. Also, what was Leo's funny?
Leo's funny is through the mental link is just, I'm gonna return my foot to your ass, you shit!
Okay, so the dice were merciful and rolled a no.
Okay.
We're good.
But because I want to share this to give you all an idea of how Barbara is feeling right now. She was really tempted to say, "Don't worry, I would rather die than come back without our son."
Oh yeah, no, that
Man.
would have gone down horrible.
So you know, well,
That would've
maybe
made-
maybe she wouldn't have said our son, but your son. Like
Okay,
she,
like that would have been okay, but he would ignore your hockey voice. You should, but but our son would have gone down horribly.
yeah. So at the very least, she really wanted to say, "I would rather die than come back without him." So you know, but she didn't say that.
Crystal
Yeah,
handed me
well,
that the
fair.
end of the end of her sentence that she did not say was at least we care about teenagers being sent into dangerous situations. But she's definitely
And-
not saying that.
Cheese
This
and
party
crust.
doesn't. Sorry, go on, Avi.
No. You go first.
I was gonna say this party doesn't need to know how self-sacrificial Barbara is at this moment in time.
That's future
Oh
problem.
boy.
Man.
So Marian's gonna usher everybody not only out of the office, but out of the precinct so they can have some fresh air.
Mhm.
Oh god, I'm just picturing
like,
like the
roll another
toon
whiz
gag
save.
of just like pushing them like dust cloud down the stairs and out the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Marian,
that was
they
really
they
bad.
get outside and Marian stops ushering them and he's just like, okay, now we can start complaining.
Just immediately going off about work health, work health and safety. Just like the like legal laws of like allowing teenagers out in the field and like what level of experience and like needing supervision and just like all
Yeah,
this legalese
Crystal.
that she was holding in that whole time.
She's so valid. I think to compliment that rant, Poe is just this is why we formed a union. Hype moon.
While everyone is ranting, that was me trying to see how good Barbara is now that she's out.
Oh, it's not terrible.
Yeah, that's
I
pretty
will
good.
say,
pretty
if
good.
you've ever held in a panic attack before,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
she's currently doing what you do after that. So you just kind of see her sort of like she's really gripped her arms. And she's kind of just like sort of zoning out, staring at a place on the pavement. Which is very, even though you've only known her for like an hour, it's already very uncharacteristic of her to do this.
All right. Do we need to roll an insight or?
No, this is extremely obvious. Like
All right.
she is deathly quiet, staring at the ground, and her breath has started to quicken.
Hey. You're right.
Marian is also walking over to Barbara.
She takes a few breaths and kind of very quietly goes, I never thought I'd meet another man who reminded me of my old agent.
Oh,
He was a dick, wasn't he?
Barbara kind of hesitates and then she gently grabs her the turtleneck and pulls it down a little bit. And if anyone wants to roll Arcana,
Oh, yeah, I'm
There
gonna
is
do
a-
that.
there's a red line around her neck, all the way
Oh.
around.
Yeah, I'm definitely doing that because
Adds a new
the
content warning to the campaign because I forgot about this.
I will just say like the mention of like agent will have gotten Crystal's attention.
Yeah,
Do.
I'll say I think everyone gets this because I feel like we've had a lot of people deal with this. One, this is a spell scar. Two, this is a dominate person spell scar.
oh.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And she kind of holds it down for a little bit and then very quickly tucks it back up and just goes, you could say that.
Oh, he was a huge asshole.
Mary's gonna offer his hand to Barbara.
Yeah, she'll take it.
I think Crystal's gonna ask. Sorry, you keep going.
No, it's all right. Marian, you can. Her hands are shaking a little bit.
Yeah, he's giving it a very gentle pat, and he's going, I am very sorry that you had to sit in on that with us.
I had the option to not, and I chose to.
Crystal is definitely. Oh, sorry. I will let you.
No, you continue.
Yeah, Crystal is just gonna be like, have you gotten that checked?
Yes, that one and the others. I have gotten them checked. It was a while ago. A year ago. But I wasn't expecting him to be like that.
Just a nod.
Did try and warn you. Sorry.
No, it is not your fault, darling. I am the one who decided to go in after you all. It was my choice, and I knew what I was doing. But it was for Quinn.
Oh, buddy. Okay.
Holds up Barbara. She has issues.
Yeah, I was about to call it out. Marian, you might want to do it before this tactless teenager barges in.
Yes, Marian kind of gives her hand another pat, and he says, well, I did bring us out to here so that we could have a moment to ourselves to calm down. Think of this more of a you time, Miss Whyre. Shoot, what was the phrasing? Take us some time for yourself.
Well, I appreciate that, Mr. Mercutio.
And I mean, it is kind of late, because I think Spec, you said the moon was already out, right? At the beginning of the game?
You did.
The moon was out, but that did not take place now.
Oh shit.
That little preset thing?
Yeah,
was
that
not
was
current
the
event.
yeah.
That was the
Oh,
opening.
I thought that was you describing the city and the precinct.
Let me check.
Yeah, that
let me
was
check
a
my notes
funny
on the city.
little cold open.
But
Yeah,
Yes,
no, I
it is.
do remember
It
seeing
is. The moon's out. The moon's out.
Okay.
It's not
yeah,
time.
because I was about to say, I remember you saying that like
I'm
the
in-game
precinct
and
The
was
building
small enough to
eclipsed the
like
moon.
sort of that like shadow us
Yeah.
from the moonlight.
Yeah, no, it is nighttime. You're right.
And Leo is like, it is getting kind of late, and I don't know about you, but as someone who knows a bit about rural Fort Cenan, we probably shouldn't go there this late. And I know we're all worried about Quinn. But we went through a lot today, and it's not gonna help him if we're not at our 100.
Yeah.
Speaking
Poe?
of rural Fort Cenan, I wanted to ask, or I suppose check, how much of what he said about the druids and magic is true?
Okay, if I may do a funny.
Yep.
Yes.
Because someone here is working on a time limit and it is late. I think it would be really funny if Poe looked at the time, a sweat dropped, and as Crystal asked that, he sort of just, well, that is a long and complicated answer, which we should probably get in tomorrow, because I, as you may know, am sick, and yeah.
Yeah, we
Right,
should
Leo?
we should book a hotel. Yeah.
Yes. Do you happen to know any place near here?
Should we roll history for that?
Yeah.
Barbara is going to pipe up and go, I think we should all stay in a similar place. That way we can find each other easily, if that is all right with you all.
Yes.
We need our own room.
Yeah, we...
Oh, of course. I would never ask to stay in a room with people I only met today. Well, aside from
And-
you, Leo, but you are also
Yeah,
a
and I
child.
mean, you know us teenagers.
You are laying it on a bit too thick, my boy.
Physically painful for me, actually.
Listen, we
there's
need
a
some funny.
This is
Yeah.
amazing.
There's a sweat drop from Barbara as she goes, I don't actually know that.
You
Well,
don't
teenagers
It's
wanna
been
know.
a while since.
Well, I suppose there are some things that you would like to talk about being friends and all. It's going to be like a sleepover. And
Besides, I don't want anyone else to. And he does dip into a coughing fit. I don't want to give anyone else this.
Yeah. We yeah. There's a place near. We could go. We could go.
I feel like this is like a perfect place for us to wrap up.
So would
Oh,
you
yeah.
guys like to stop for today?
Everyone skedaddling off to a hotel.
I think this is the perfect place to end.
I think we need one more goof of the boys in their hotel room.
Yeah, like I think you since we don't need the drama of it wearing off just yet, and because everyone here is a little bit too keen on that sort of stuff, I look over at Crystal, I look away. It's fine. They do manage to. I hope that they manage to get into the hotel room before it starts wearing off.
Wait,
I
when
just
you say
imagine-
skedaddle, do you mean like in character or do you mean out of character?
In character skedaddling to the
I
hotel.
thought you guys were like, oh, we want to end the game here.
Oh, I mean,
Well,
I mean, it would be a good. It's been about almost
been about
4
4
hours.
hours.
yeah, like an actual end to today's session, but also like I just think it'd be funny if we had that closing scene of they managed to get their rooms and that is when it wears off.
Yeah, like
please imagine with me. They both Leo and Poe walk into the room and they Poe specifically slams the door shut, leans up against the door, and then poof.
I want to add.
What?
I want to add for the gag. Can they have like being escaping Crystal, who's like listing off like a bunch of things, like and make sure you got this and make sure you do this,
yeah.
that sort of thing, and just being like, yeah, we got it. Just
It's like
Yeah,
yeah,
just-
Dr. Everlight, I have experience with being sick. It's fine. We got it. Bye.
Yeah, it's
Slamming
cool.
door.
We're going in. Bye. Just slams the door.
From their side of the door, the adult side, Marian's just gonna like put his hands on his hips, let out a very amused sigh, and go, kids these days.
I would like to add. Barbara kind of turns to Marian and goes, "So, I would like to ask you a few questions about being a found family parent."
Oh yes, certainly. And he's gonna gesture for you to follow.
Yeah,
Crystal's like, count me out, and she's just like, she's gonna walk off in another direction.
It'll get you one day, Crystal. It'll get
One
you
day.
one fucking day, Crystal. You're gonna
I
have to
hold up
acknowledge it
Barbara.
someday, Crystal.
Candle, I hold up Barbara very threateningly.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna say no to you guys trying, but you are gonna have to work for it with this girl.
Smiles and bats my eyelashes at you.
Oh
Valid.
yeah, look, Leo's in there already. Crystal's just in denial.
Valid. But yeah, on the other side of the door, I'm not going to force Leo to watch all of that bullshit. Because unfortunately for everyone, it is not a poof.
It's not a poo.
I figured it wasn't. The idea was really funny in my head.
Valid. It is a little bit horrifying, so it's fine. He just rushes into the bathroom, spends an indeterminate amount of time in there, and then Camille emerges looking absolutely fucking exhausted.
In clothes that are too big for him.
Yeah. and a haircut that is very much not his Camille TM haircut, as he just looks over at Leo, very tired, as he's just, this is gonna be a long trip.
Yeah, it is.
It's worth it for the gay, though. Sorry, I have to tease them. I think that's the perfect place to leave it.
Hey, hell yeah! Good game.
Oh, nice.
All right. Well, that has been everything for part 1 of the Druid's Rebirth. When we next gather, our party will finally begin the official investigation. Also, it is really funny that you guys spent an entire game's worth on this part, because I figured this was going to be the one of the shortest parts, so that's really funny that you did.
Oh no, that's how DMing goes. I look at his turn.
You spent a lot more time bullying the Spectre than I thought you were going to.
Marian was trying so hard, man.
Listen, all of it went out the window as soon as he mentioned that he sent his teenager son into a situation where people had gone missing.
Yeah, adults had gone missing, and it's
Marian got this close to like commenting on like, so you sent your son on a case where adult professionals went missing.
I'm gonna make it so much worse for you when we hop off recording, which let us quickly do so we can move the general.
Yeah.
Everyone say bye!
Bye.
Bye.